What's good, everybody? It's your boy Go back in the building. Subscribe to both my channels. Subscribe, hit the like button, turn notifications. Follow on Twitch at MC36285 A Whoop is Midlife Music. Hey, let's get right into it.
On Ron's bumping MOP, nigga, like you can't talk about right.
Your music. What the? You gotta think. Look at back in the day what they had. Look at their gangster music.
Dudes is riding Jimmy Butler. No, niggas is giving Jimmy Butler his props for playing well. That's all it is. What are you talking about Jimmy Butler? I saw your video, bro. I got your video, bro. I seen it. I know what you're doing. Like, oh, you ain't fooling nobody, bro. Just say, look, man, just say, ticket, man. I want some of the people that watch mine too. My last video. Come on. No, I'm talking about the video you put out that's on your channel talking about Jimmy Butler. That's your video.
When was it?
Period. Huh?
When did I put a video about Jimmy Butler?
What do you mean, Jimmy Butler? You put, okay, I'm gonna show you right now. FYL Sports Debate. FYL Sports Debate. Okay? You had a post up. My bad. You said going live in 20 minutes to discuss Game 3. Would like to have a conversation with all the fake Miami and Jimmy Butler fans pretending to cheer.
Yeah.
Oh, he just well? That's a video.
We was just talking about the thing.
No, but look, this is the clout chasing shit you like to do. Oh, would like to have a conversation with all the fake Miami Heat and Jimmy. What do you mean? You don't want to talk about all the fake Los Angeles Lakers fans and dudes that jack straps up LeBron James. No, because you know why? You want to fall into that narrative of people. You want to fall into the fake ass narrative of people who quote unquote hate on LeBron. So you want to take LeBron's side so you can get on that bandwagon. I know what you're doing, though. This don't work on me though. I'm a real nigga. That shit don't work on me.
Hold on, it wasn't for you.
Nah. You always say it wasn't for me, nigga. Everything you do.
It sounds good.
The same lame ass video you put out on the King the other day. This is the biggest capping ass nigga I know. The nigga put out a video, and he wants me to talk about this because it gives him more pro. I don't give a fuck. I'm not no hater. You know what I'm saying? I want to get my shot. He says Hakeem the fraud Olajuwon. The era of great NBA centers was led by a you fill in the blank, Lamont. Ultimate stat pattern is what you call a dude who won 2 world championships.
Hold on. Ticket. Look at what I said. I didn't call Olajuwon a stat pattern. His own teammates did.
And nobody on his team say he was stat pattern too.
And didn't hold on, Ticket, be careful because his own GM, the back office, when he got suspended for faking injuries twice, they were all talking about how he was a bad teammate and a stat pattern.
What?
That's true. Hold on. That's true. And he got suspended in 92 for faking an injury. He got suspended in 2001 for faking an injury. He faked injuries. He got suspended multiple times for it. His teammates called him a stat pattern. The GM called him a stat pattern. They said that's why he had 9 first-round playoffs exits in his career. Because he wasn't about winning. He was about his own stats.
Damn. What?
Capital Records, man.
How many times did he get swept? How many times did he get bounced out of the first round?
Hey, if anybody want to sign that new label called Capital Records, go holler at Lamont.
That's true.
Yo, Lamont, what up? That's Isaac, bro. What up? Yo, Lamont. Wait, they called him a stat pattern? I don't think I've ever heard
his former executive.
I'm sorry, Lamont. I can't believe that.
Hold on. Just look it up. A former executive.
I know. I'm gonna look it up. But
they were saying this is what they said about him.
Dog, I never heard nobody.
Listen, they said he was a bad teammate. They said he played for himself. They said he was the main reason why. He said he was one of the main reasons why they got bounced out of the first round 9 times.
Are you kidding me?
Just telling you. They said he accumulated a lot of stats in garbage.
Lamont, I'm not saying you're a liar. I'm not calling you. I'm not calling you a liar.
Watch the games. All you gotta do is go watch games and look at results.
I ain't never heard no shit like that.
Yeah,
man.
But you only hear what you want to hear. And you got to think about this, Isaac. In the 90s, media wasn't really getting pushed like that because the social media wasn't as big. So again, you would hear some things. Sometimes you would hear stuff, like especially if it was about Jordan and stuff, or news in the local area. But if national media, national-wise, you probably don't hear that stuff.
Yeah, but still, Lamont, but we gotta just we gotta go back to what you said though. They called him a stat pattern, and I'm not calling you a liar, but I never heard
his teammates in the GM.
I never heard Kenny, never heard Robert, never heard Vernon Maxwell, never heard nobody say that. Yo. That's like
all you gotta do is look it up. Hold on. All I'm saying is I'm not accusing them of it directly. I'm just telling you what people were saying about it.
That's what I'm put this shit in your video, Lamont.
Yeah, we talked about it. It was a live stream.
Yeah, no, you put it in your video title.
But we talked about it. It was a live stream. I'm just putting the news
right. But look at your title, your video. You got the most clout chasing video titles in history. And you do that. And listen, at least you admit you clout chase. At least you admit that.
No, I said I clickbait.
Wait, Lamont, you're a clout chaser?
No.
Yeah, you're a clout chaser and a clickbait.
Hold on. First of all, you gotta have somebody. You have to get full clout from somebody who has it.
Bro, that's Lamont's specialty, man.
Come on, I didn't know that. Man.
That's his specialty, man.
I don't even be saying that shit when I be arguing how Shaq better than Hakeem. But damn,
no,
that shit crazy.
Y'all always known that. When I said Hakeem was a fraud. Hold on, when I said Hakeem was a fraud,
I would say Shaq.
Hold on, y'all all know what I mean when I say Hakeem was a fraud because I said I don't think he would have 2 championships if Mike didn't retire. Now, at the end of the day, I still can't take them rings from him. He still won them. I can't take them from him.
So then why do you downplay Mike then?
When do I downplay Mike?
All the time.
Wait, you downplay Mike?
Hold on. How do I have him as a GOAT? How do I downplay him?
It doesn't matter. You always downplay him. You say
I know.
He played in an overrated era. You say that this game. You said that.
You said about him. Y'all will lie about
Mike.
Wait, Lamont.
Different parts of his game. What you lied about?
Y'all will lie about Mike.
You said, man, Mike was no good 3-point shooter. He was this, he was that. A whole lot of shit you do.
Y'all will lie about Mike's game.
Come on.
Look, people, hold on. Isaac, I'm asking you this question.
And Anna said that you called Mike a fraud.
Look. No.
Damn.
Hold on.
Damn, son.
That's a lie. Hold on. That's a lie.
Lamont.
So, hold on, Isaac. I'm asking you this question.
Yeah.
In the clutch, 2 seconds on the clock. You need a 3-pointer to tie the game.
Yeah.
You got Kobe and you got Mike on the same team. Who's taking that 3-pointer?
Mike.
Kobe was better.
Mike.
Be honest.
Mike.
Listen.
Mike is always taking the shot over anybody.
Be honest. Hold
In the clutch.
Kobe had a better percentage, but I'm still taking Mike, dog. I'm still taking Mike.
Now, do you know Mike's percentage from 3 for game winning?
Like I said, Kobe had a better percentage.
Hold on. What's Jordan's percentage on game winning 3?
Shout out to Cat Clark in the cash. He say Lamont shits on Hakeem like ESPN does.
Hold on. Yeah. His career,
Lamont, I don't know.
0% from the 3 in the clutch.
He didn't take that many.
3 to win the game.
He didn't take that many.
How many shots did he take from 3, Lamont?
Lamont, he didn't take that.
How many shots did he take? Let me pull up his stats, Lamont. How many shots did he take, Lamont?
I thought he had
18.
How much did Kobe take?
I don't need to see it. I've seen him hit game winning 3.
But Lamont, the 90s wasn't a 3-point shooting era.
Hold on. This is not about the 90s. I said if you need a 3 to win the game or to go into overtime, who you giving the ball to in the clutch?
You said the 90s was overrated, though. I'm like, how does that make sense? The 90s was overrated.
No, the 90s, hold on. So we jumped to a new topic. 90s is overrated.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
He said the 90s is overrated. The 90s big man will play scrapers. He said the 90s big man. He said the 90s big man will play scrapers. And he said the guards will play size.
Hold on.
Yo,
I said
Lamont,
the 90s was overrated. Hold on. I said the 90s was overrated if you apply the Jordan standard. Do you know what the Jordan standard is? Do you know what that means?
Man, you didn't say that, nigga. You said the 90s as a whole was overrated, nigga.
So
if I apply he said the big men were overrated.
Hold on. If I apply the Jordan standard to the 90s, yes.
Man, the nigga Lamont is a whole lot, man. Y'all don't see this capping ass nigga, you're a liar, man.
But Ticket. You talking over me, you won't let me talk for myself.
Nigga, you talking, nigga. We heard you talk about this before, nigga. So we have you on tape.
Hey, if I apply the Jordan standard to 90s players, they're overrated.
How?
Do you know what the Jordan standard is?
Well, not per se. You could tell.
Okay, the Jordan standard it's the same standard that all these 90s fans would use for players of this era. Which means how many championships do you have?
So
when I apply I do understand it.
No, we don't use you're a liar, Lamont. We don't use that. We don't use it just championship. I told you before, you're a cocksucker liar. Championship.
Now look, I'm gonna bring this up. Whenever Lamont brought up, if you need a 3-pointer to tie the game, or you need a 3-pointer to win the game, would you take Kobe or MJ? And when Lamont asked the panel this, everybody agreed with Ticket that MJ will be the guy. Michael Jordan was not a good 3-point shooter. Michael Jordan was a terrible 3-point shooter. So why would I go to Michael Jordan if I need a 3-pointer? If I need a 3-pointer, I'm going to Kobe Bean Bryant, because Kobe Bean Bryant actually can make threes at a high clip. I've seen Kobe Bryant go off multiple games hitting 5 or 6 threes. We've never seen MJ go multiple seasons dropping 3 balls. So, MJ wasn't a 3-point shooter. MJ wasn't the dude that's going to take threes. So for Ticket to sit here and act like if you need a 3 to tie or a 3 to win, a 3 to tie or a 3 to win, you're not going to MJ. You're always going to Kobe Bean Bryant for that shot. Also, the panel, they seem to not have their own mind when they're talking basketball. Whenever Lamont asks Isaac or other guys on the panel a question, Ticket was cutting Lamont off. He wouldn't let Lamont speak, kept cutting him off, kept cutting in front of him. Guys don't have their own opinion. You know what I'm saying? If I'm on a podcast show, I'm going to have my own opinion. I'm not going to let somebody dictate my opinion. If I feel a certain way, I'm going to feel a certain way. I'm not going to agree with somebody because I'm on their platform. I don't have any yes men on my panel. If you watch my shows, there are a lot of people who disagree with me. The problem with Ticket is that dudes agree with him just for the hell of it. You know what I'm saying? So to all the guys that were on the panel, they do not have their own mind. They don't. To all the guys on the panel, they did not have their own mind. Lamont asked a question, everybody agreed with Ticket. Ticket cutting the man off. I'm like, Ticket, bro, let the man talk. You see, Ticket never lets anybody talk, especially when they have a disagreement. You know what I'm saying? Lamont got his own mind. And so because Lamont got his own mind, that is the reason why Ticket was cutting him off. When you have your own mind, you can't talk on Ticket's platform. Yeah, but Michael Jordan is. I'm not getting into those comments. I'm trying to stay focused on what I'm doing. So I'm not even address. I'm not even going to address the comments at this point in time. I'm gonna turn the comments off on my screen so I can't look at them. I'm not even going to address the comments anymore today. But back to what I'm saying. Lamont kept getting cut off. Ticket had a bad habit of cutting dudes off when they have their own opinion. Guys like CJ, when CJ have his own mind, he get cut off. When Spiffy have his own mind, get cut off. You see, Ticket ain't cutting nobody else off. He ain't cutting nobody else off but Lamont. So if you're gonna just cut off Lamont, that's not fair to Lamont, bro. Lamont brought up a great point, and everybody ignored that point. And what Lamont said about Hakeem was faking injuries and being a stat pattern. That's actually a thing, bro. You gotta look that stuff up and pay attention. Dudes gotta stop agreeing with somebody because they're on their platform. Dudes on my platform, a lot of dudes, a lot of people disagree with me on my platform. I love to have people who are not yes man on my platform. Dudes like they take it, bro, cutting dudes off. Dudes can have their own opinion. Lamont exposes man. The video title is called LeBron Sniffers Exposed for Hating on Kevin Durant Legacy, but now a lot because Giannis won part 6. Timestamp is 4:53 of the video. I'll leave that in the description. But y'all got to check this stuff out, man. Lamont literally body bagged these dudes. As a matter of fact, I'm going to add the link in the description right now. No, I actually can't do it right now. But, hold on. Let me see if I can get that description. Okay. The timestamp is 4:53. So the timestamp will be in the description. Do it. Wait on my screen. Yep. All right. I just added the link in the description. Yeah, Steven Scott, subscribe if you're new. Steven Scott, subscribe if you're new, buddy. Steven Scott, subscribe if you're new. Hit the like button, turn notifications. I'm not addressing too many comments. Not right now. I just want to get right into my point. That's it. I want to get right into my move. Yeah, I don't want to get distracted from what I'm trying to say. Ticket calls a lot of people fake Laker fans, but Ticket is not a Laker fan. Ticket is a Kobe stan. Ticket is not a Lakers fan. When Ticket calls people fake Laker fans, Ticket is one of those fans. Ticket is one of those fans. Just how Ticket say all people do is root for. When Ticket say people only care about the Lakers. When Ticket says people only care about the Lakers because of LeBron, Ticket only care because of Kobe. Let's keep that shit two-way. You know what I'm saying? Ticket is a fake Lakers fan. Anybody that roots for one player, you can't be doing that, bro. Ticket is not an LA fan. If Ticket tell you he's an LA fan, bro, he lying. Anybody that's calling, like for example, I'm an LA fan, right? Whoever put that jersey on, I'm cheering for your ass. I cheer for Kwame Brown. I cheer for DJ Banger. I cheer for Smoosh Parker, Kerry Link on them boys. Bombs. I cheer for everybody who plays for the Lakers organization. No matter if I liked him or I didn't. I didn't like Kwame Brown, but I cheer for his ass. I didn't like the way Shaq was eating donuts, but shit, I cheer for his ass. You know what I'm saying? So for guys to not cheer for a team because of one man, That is pathetic on so many levels. How do you stop cheering for a team because they got LeBron on it? A lot of these LA cats are fake, and I've told them that. I've I've had a couple of LA fans at work. They be like, "Oh, I'm an LA fan, but I hate LeBron." No, that's bullshit. If you don't like LeBron, you're not an LA fan. And the one thing Kobe Bryant said we have to embrace LeBron James. So to all the people out here that's not embracing LeBron James, you are not honoring Kobe's wish. Kobe's wish was for everybody to embrace LeBron James. That was Kobe Bryant's wish. If you are not honoring LeBron James, if you're not honoring LeBron, if you're not giving him that respect, you're not honoring Kobe Bryant either. You're disrespecting Kobe Bryant. If you're disrespecting LeBron, you're disrespecting Kobe because Kobe Bryant was best friends with LeBron. Kobe Bryant respect LeBron. Kobe Bryant Kobe Bryant was a big mentor for LeBron. Kobe and LeBron best friends before he passed away or whatever. R.I.P. to the Black Mamba. But the Black Mamba said, put respect and embrace LeBron James. And what everybody doing right now, to all the folks out here shitting on LeBron, you're not giving Kobe his wish. So let's put that in perspective, man.
Part of the equation. If it was just championships, it'd be Bill Russell, get young, dumb, full of cum motherfucker. But what it's about it's about your championship, along with your skills, along with your stats. It's your championship, along with your skill set, along with your stats.
Don't try to bail yourself out of it now.
I ain't bailing myself out of shit, bitch ass nigga. You know what the fuck I said. I ain't never coming here and say it was all about shit. It was all about shit. Bill Russell be the GOAT. You know what I'm saying?
This is called
I always said you better break down the pie. Oh, ass, you gotta go ahead a lot. I know you want to build a buzz. I know what you want to do. I know y'all excited for that shit.
Hold on. That's why I was talking to you directly, because I know he's gonna try to do a cleanup statement.
No, ain't no cleanup statement, nigga. I've always said this. Anybody that's on this channel heard I said it ain't just about shit. It's about your skill. It's about your stats. I haven't said that. Thanks.
Yeah, because I found him out on it. He did another cleanup.
Man, everybody called me out there. I've been saying this shit for years, bitch. I can go back 5 years and pull up a video when I said the same thing. Cocksucker.
But in my opinion, this is the what I'm saying.
Okay, I want
to. The 60s not the easiest. The 70s not easy. Go ahead, get on my.
Let me
Guy Clark says the early 2000s was the hardest. The 90s had rough riders.
How is this the easiest?
Because these niggas is soft.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, okay. So wait, first off, vision, you're right. So 60s and 70s, I'll give that. Those were the all right. Then after that, then it's the late 10s, late 10s, early 20s.
I'm saying why?
Oh yeah,
why are you saying?
So defensively, I don't think there's a.
Hey Lamont, hold on, Lamont. You gotta call lying too. Michael Jordan hit a 3-point game winner against the Detroit Pistons.
Okay, I want to see it. Hold on,
So Michael Jordan hit one game winner. Michael Jordan hit one game winner, and we're praising him like he's a 3-point shooter in the clutch. How many game-winning threes did MJ hit? One? Yeah, okay.
Oh, so you want to see it? You want to see it? You want to see it? Huh? Mike hit a game-winning 3-pointer versus the Pistons.
Michael Jordan got one game winner from 3, and you're celebrating. Come on, take it, man.
So you said he's over 18.
I remember that game too. I know.
Come out a lot. Cocksucker. I told y'all this dude's a professional fucking liar.
I gotta see it.
He's a professional liar. You gotta see it? Oh, we gotta delete him, man. Lying ass nigga. Talking about you had the stats. You a lying ass nigga, man.
So he was one of it.
And Lamont, most of the top 6 players of all time, none of them are in this era. There's like none of them.
Hold
nigga Lamont is a lion. Hey, Lamont, you're a lion fraud, man.
People in this area are still playing.
Yeah.
Be real about it. Real. How many niggas are gonna do? I don't think it's.
Man, this nigga Lamont. I got some. Hey, Lamont, I got some special for you, pussy ass nigga. Hey, go ahead, Anna.
No, Lamont, that's my case. Lamont, that's my case.
Hold on. Explain to me why.
Hey, Anna, what up? Anna, what up?
Hold on, but I'm asking Isaac. I want to get his answer first. I was talking.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's talk to Isaac. Isaac said this defense in this area was bad. I want to know why defense in this area is bad.
Oh, defense in this area is bad because niggas just don't. My bad. Wait, go ahead. My bad.
Kevin?
Yeah. You did. Yeah. You did something. You did.
Okay, Isaac, why is defense in this era bad?
Damn, Anna pulled up now.
Isaac, why is defense in this era bad?
Yeah, this era they switch too much. That's number one. Number two, I think they play the game is like small ball. It's too small. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't think they try hard enough defensively. Like niggas are too lazy. Like
Look, I'm gonna give you the real reason to why the defense looks so bad. It's hard to play defense when everybody can shoot, everybody can dribble, everybody's athletic, everybody can jump. When you got, like, for example, if you playing it like these teams are more skilled. Like for example, if you got a team where everybody is skilled, it's kind of hard to defend. It's like having 5 dominant players on one team, and you trying to guard all 5 of them. It's hard to do. It's hard to guard. In today's era, it's hard to play defense. Guys do play D, but everybody's so skilled. It's hard to just stop people. So that's the difference of today's era and the old school era. In the old school era, and not too many guys had skill. Now some players had skill in that era, but in this era, there's way more talent. There's way more skill. There's way more shooters. Even the big man come outside and have to shoot. So there's way more talent in today's era. So that's why it's hard to play defense. In Michael Jordan's era, it wasn't a lot of talent to where it was hard to play defense. Like if you put Scottie Pippen in today's era, he's gonna have a hard time because everybody's skilled. And that's the difference of today's era and the old school era. Guys are faster, they jump higher, more athletic, more skilled. So that's what the problem is. There's too many skilled players, which makes the defense look weak. The defense looks soft because of the skill of talent, and how much it is in today's NBA. These guys don't know basketball. Anybody who think that era they was playing defense, bro, how much talent was in that era to have to play that? How much talent in that era did these guys have to guard? Let's be honest.
The extra help defender. Yeah, what's up, Anna? What's up?
You remember we spoke for like 3 hours?
Facts. You did.
One time brought up day one.
Right.
What's good? Here we go.
What's up?
Hey man, I was looking at this Lamont thing, bro. People like a lot of people don't know basketball from taking show, man. I see Lamont got unblocked, but a lot of folks they don't know basketball. They try to say, oh, this era they don't play defense for this and that. Look, this era they play defense, but the problem is there's so much skill that negates the skill level is what negates the defense. Like if you watch the old school era, like the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. Now look, I ain't saying there's no skill in those eras, but there's not as much skill as it is now. There's way more skilled players now.
Oh,
So that's what makes it hard.
Players evolve. They
Yeah,
evolved. Like you got power, you got point forwards at 6'10", 6'11". Like
you
it's
can't camp the
crazy.
lane. You
You
can't
got
camp the
Kevin
lane,
Durant, who was Kevin Durant's a demigod. Like there was no Kevin Durant in the 90s.
That's true.
and you can't camp
But it's
in
not
that
that
old
many
school
Kevin
era.
Durant's in
You was able
today's game.
hold on, but Herm, you're ignoring the fact that in that old school era, you can stand in the paint and just hog the lane. In today's
It was
era,
no three
you can't
seconds.
stand the
It
lane
was
like
no
that.
3 seconds.
You have to,
Yeah, it was no 3 seconds. So that's
yeah,
that's why
yeah,
that's why a lot of the older
that's an
guys.
advantage towards,
That's why a lot of the
but
yeah.
that's an advantage towards playing defense though. That's an advantage. Imagine AD. Imagine if an athletic big man like AD could just stand in the paint and he ain't got to go nowhere. Man, he'd be averaging 5 blocks, 5, 10 blocks a game. It's easy to play defense. It's easy to play defense when you got less skilled players. Now, Herm, I ain't saying there's no skilled players in those eras, the 70s, 80s, 90s. There is talent, but in today's era, there's way more skilled players. So that negates the defense. It don't matter if you put a Gary Payton in his
I got
prime
a
in this
good
era. Uh huh.
I got a good question though, bro. Uh well when we talking about skill, what do we actually mean by that? Are we going off athleticism or are we going off pure basketball skill?
I'm going off a lot of shit. I'm going off a skill, athletic ability, speed, all that shit. If you put Gary Payton in this era, he will get exposed because everybody can shoot threes. In that era, they weren't taking threes like that. They were taking mid range, drop the best type shit. You think Gary Payton from the guard? You think Gary Payton from the guard the whole bro in today's era? Let's say
Gary
Gary
Payton
Payton.
would be Patrick Beverly on steroids.
Hold on,
Yeah,
hold
so
on.
I don't know
Let,
about that
let
one
me
because
let me explain.
Gary Payton
Let
was
me
picking
let me
niggas up
explain.
94 feet though.
Let me
He picked
let
up
me
niggas
explain what
94 feet.
hold up, bro. Let me explain what I'm saying. If Gary Payton is picking up Dame Dollar, right? Dame Dollar can easily say, you know what? I'm gonna get a ball to CJ, and he wide as fuck open, 3 point
Yeah,
shot,
but
bang.
Dame. But see, the thing, like, as great as Steph is, though, they not really.
They
They
can play
cool.
off
They
ball.
slick. They slick. They slick with a handle, but they not like, for instance, they not real fast. Like that's why. That's why when I was messing with. That's why I was messing with. I was on another trying to mess with Mookie crazy ass the other day, and I brought up to a Steph Curry fan like. Steph Curry was barely getting past goddamn Matthew Dellavedova. Matthew Dellavedova held that nigga to 28% the whole series. Yeah,
Damn.
granted, Golden State won, but at the same time, it won because of Steph Curry. At that moment, Steph Curry had to work hard for his buckets. So if
He
Dellavedova
still
could
he
do what
still
he
got his,
did, make it difficult, I think
but
Gary
you
Payton,
got
shit,
but you
he
gotta.
wouldn't do shit on Gary.
But if you ask Matthew Dellavedova, if you ask him, he will tell you that was a hard cover. It was easy to like for example, who was hard to guard in that era, like a Steph Curry at playing the point. What point guard in that era was hard to guard? And don't give me Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas ain't no Steph. He ain't no Steph Curry, bro.
Chris Jackson before he got blackballed at the NBA.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay,
What's his
okay.
name? Mahmoud Abdul
Y'all
Rahman.
give me one player. Y'all give me one player. In today's era, I can name you multiple players that are hard to guard.
Chris Jackson was way more skilled than Steph
Okay,
and all those
you,
boys though.
you name. Okay,
He was
so are you
faster,
saying there's
better
more? Hold on,
handle, better
hold
finisher
up,
at the
Herm.
rim.
Herm, hold on. Are you saying there's more
Yes,
skill in
sir.
that era? Hold on, I'm asking you a question. Are you saying there's more
It's
skill in that era?
I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna break it down what I think about now. For
If
the
you're
older
saying that,
era, previous to now. This is what I'm gonna say about
uh,
it. The older era. It was more pure. It was more pure basketball players. Now
bro,
it's a lot of it's
you see
in this
that? You
era.
see
It's
that?
way
You
more
ain't answered my
athletic.
question. You see that? You ain't
They,
answered the question. You dodged the
I
question.
did. I'm telling you what
No,
I
no,
think.
no. You went straight. You went straight into everything else. Oh, it's more pure. Yeah. Next, you're probably gonna say fundamental. Blah 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 blah. You're ignoring the question, bro. You're ignoring the fact that in today's era, there's way more skill. Way more skill. in today's era.
I'm gonna tell you.
Way more.
I'm a
It's not even
I'm a,
close.
I'm a, I'm gonna give
Name
you an
me
example right now.
name me
I'm
a
gonna give you an
hundred
example
players.
right now.
Name me 100 players
I'm
in
gonna
that era that was skilled. Give me 100.
I'm gonna give
But I can do
I'm
that
gonna
in
give
this
you
era easy.
yeah. I'm gonna give you an example right now. I'm gonna give you an example
Man,
who Devin Booker play like right now. I'm gonna give you something who Devin Booker play like right now in the old era. He played just like Allen Houston, but Allen Houston had a better left hand than Devin Booker though. Devin Booker played just like Allen Houston.
man, your ass tripping.
Allen Houston averaged 25 in this era. Easy.
Man, your ass is tripping.
I'm telling you, Devin Booker played just like Allen Houston.
Hey, hey, I
People
already
keep
know what you're
forgetting
doing.
how lethal he
I already know what
was.
you're doing. You an old head. You an old head. So
I ain't
you
old though. That's the
automatically
crazy
no
part.
no no. Yeah, you is old. You're old school type of dude. You like old school basketball. So I expect you to come on here and say that blasphemous stuff you're saying. I expect you to
You
say
don't
something
remember
like that.
Allen Houston? You must don't remember Allen
You
Houston.
from the old. I'm not from the old school like you. You from the old school. So of
I'm
course you're
not
gonna
from
say
the
no.
you
Yes,
might be
you
older
yes
than
yes.
me.
No. You rather watch the old school basketball. You rather watch a dude with them slow ass handles and that slow ass jump
Now
shot
my era
and
is the
take that
era
weak
that
ass mid range.
my era is 2000 between
Man, stop the
2010. That's
cap.
the
Stop
era.
the
That's
cap.
the era I love more.
Stop the cap.
2000 between 2000 and
I'm
2010.
expose you next. I'm expose you next. Don't worry. I'm expose you next. Till you want to say that nonsense because
I can
I
name
know
you.
about you next to my
I can
list.
name 100 players. I can name
You've
100
been
players
added to the
between
list. Don't worry.
1990. I can name 100 players between 1990 and 2010 that were
Man,
killing this
stop it.
era.
Man,
I
stop
can
it.
name it now.
Michael Jordan ain't guarding. Michael Jordan ain't guarding the fucking. Michael Jordan is not guarding dudes in this era. That's cap. He couldn't even
What?
guard Allen Iverson. Allen
What?
Iverson bust his
Come
ass.
on, come
Hit
on.
him
What?
with the crossover.
Allen, who
Put
no,
him
Mike,
on
you
his
you
just
ass.
said
made the list.
nobody in
Man,
this
Hell
stop it.
era,
nah.
nobody in this era like Allen Iverson. So what you talking
Hell
about?
nah.
Hold
You
on,
take
hold
that
on,
back,
hold
goddamn.
on, hold on, hold on. Michael Jordan couldn't even guard Kobe. Bust his
What?
ass too. Kobe
Shit,
Bryant was
nobody in
busting his
this era
ass.
can deal with Kobe now.
Kobe
Oh my
Bryant was
Kobe's a
busting his
god.
ass.
generational talent.
And Kevin Durant would bust his ass too. Kevin Durant would bust his ass too. Let's keep that a buck.
Shit.
Let's keep that a buck.
Come on, go, Mike. The players
And
you talking
James
about are
Harden and
generational
James
players.
Harden and James Harden will also bust MJ's ass too. Because guess
Now
what? He's going
James Harden don't have
man,
a
James
right
Harden gonna
hand, so
call for that pick.
they
Well,
would have
that's a
exposed
He's
damn
gonna
him.
call
lie.
for that.
They would have exposed James Harden because he don't
Man,
have
that's
a right
cap.
hand.
That's
Man,
cap.
Jordan getting 40 in this era.
James
He
Harden is the
averaged
no.
45.
No,
40?
that's cap. That's cap.
Nah, that's real.
Michael Jordan gonna give up. Michael Jordan is gonna give up. He's gonna give up
Hey,
that same 40.
Thank you, Amir. Thank you, Amir. I
Hold
tried
up.
to tell her Addy Houston
Hold
is
up,
great,
bro.
man.
Bro, I just said, hold on. You said Michael Jordan will average 40, right? Well, guess what? The same 40 he
45.
scored, hold on, bro. I'm not finished. The same 40 he would score is the same 40 he going to give up. You know why? Because everybody in today's era can shoot. Everybody can shoot.
No,
So
they
Michael
can't.
Jordan wasn't great on defense?
Michael Jordan ain't, bro. Michael Jordan's defense ain't going to mean shit. Hold on. Michael Jordan's defense ain't going to mean shit in today's era because everybody can shoot. Everybody.
We only got 5 great shooters in this era.
Hey, Humble, get up in here.
Man,
Oh, hell.
We
your
only
ass
got
capping.
5 great shooters now. Go, Mike. It's
Man,
not that
that's
many
cap.
lethal shooters in
That's
today.
cap. That's
All right,
cap.
name them all. Name them
That's
all. Then
cap.
You
Everybody can
said
shoot in today's era.
you said
no, name
five?
them all.
Everybody can shoot in today's era.
Yeah,
Stop
there's
the
a lot
cap,
of
bro.
great shooters in here.
It's
You
only
said name them?
5 great shooters in this era right now.
Curry,
Man,
Thompson. I got to think.
you got Kyle Korver. You got Kyle Korver, a
Oh,
Kyle
come
Korver
on,
knockdown
retired.
sniper.
come on, man.
Kyle
Kyle
Korver is a
Kobe like
knockdown
Mike
sniper.
Price. He like
Wayne
Mark Price.
Ellington, a
You
knockdown
don't shoot
sniper.
better than Mark
I'm not,
Price.
and not no
Man, your
top
ass is
five, but
on
they're
track.
great shooters. I'm not. I'm not
Herm,
listening to no top five shooter. You got Hill. You Zach LaVine can shoot. I'm just going off the top. I said Clay and Curry. Um, hell, Luca can shoot some sense.
Man,
Uh,
Mark
hey,
Price will pull a
KD,
35 footer.
KD can shoot. Harden can shoot.
Mike Price
Kyrie
will
can
shoot a
shoot.
35 footers back then.
Lillard can shoot.
I'm not saying anything else to Herm. I'm not saying nothing, I'm not saying anything else to Herm, bro. I'm done talking to this dude.
Damn.
Valuable pain. I'm not discrediting this era though. I'm just saying. Shit. If that the case, shit, Mike doing the same thing to the old era. If that the case, I'm just saying though. Like,
I think Mike
I
will
I'm
adapt.
not discrediting. Hold
Yeah.
on. I'm not discrediting that era. I'm saying there's more skill in today's era. In that era,
all right. So
in
that's
that
why I
era,
asked you.
how many
Well,
guys in that era could jump? How many guys in that era had the ability to jump from the free throw
man,
line? How many
you
do?
go. But what I'm saying, all right. So what's your definition of skill then? Is it based on athleticism or is it
No,
based
no
on pure
skills.
basketball skill?
Skills all around game. Speed, dribbling speed, shot making from anywhere on the court.
There's not that
You
many
know,
great shot makers though.
right? Oh my lord.
Hold on.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
I'm I'm
hey,
getting on my desktop.
No, no.
hey,
What I'm
Get on
saying,
my desktop.
when I'm saying, bro,
wow.
they basically level each other out. What
I
I'm
need
trying to
Lamont.
tell you,
I'm gonna call Lamont
I,
on here.
yeah, call it. What I'm saying though, I'm gonna give you the players that are lethal scores right now in today's game that I consider are lethal, that are elite. You got to break it down. There's not that many elite players in today's game. James Harden elite, KD elite. LeBron, of course, he a legend. Steph Curry, he's a great one of the best 3-point shooters that ever played the game. Klay Thompson, a great 3-point specialist. He ain't the most athletic in the world, but he's a great 3-point specialist. You got guys like Kyrie Irving, one of the best handlers that we've seen in this era. Period. Dame Dollar, Dame Dollar. The only thing I heard Dame Dollar is decision making, but he's a great talent. Luka, of course. Trey Young, of course. You got guys like Julius Randle kind of remind me of an older player. That's why he got exposed, kind of. But it's a lot of great talent. Don't get me wrong, though, Mike. But it's not great elite level players though. It's not that many elite players in the game. You might get named 15 Kawhi, of course. You might get named 15 players that are elite in today's game. You got Embiid. Jokic, though, I'm pissed off at Jokic because he got his ass swept to couldn't win one game. But
I mean, his
Jokic
teammates
cool.
didn't show up. This dude had a 30-20-10
Nah,
game, and
but
teammates
if
didn't
you
show
an
up.
MVP, though, you can't get swept though. You got to at least pull the game
You
out.
can't get
I
swept in the
didn't.
second round of playoffs.
Yeah,
First
yeah.
round of playoffs.
I didn't expect him to win the
Hey,
series, but you don't go out
what's
like
good,
that.
Adrian?
Look, man,
Hey, Adrian, you hear
all
this
I know is
nonsense,
that
bro?
man put up I get what you're saying, but the man put up a 30-20-10 game, and nobody else had like over 10 points. That pissed me off.
Yeah, but he got
This
exposed on the
dude,
other side of the ball
what was
though.
Michael? Hold on, Herm. You just gonna talk down on Jokic when he didn't have a starting point guard? What did MJ
Well,
do
hold
without
on,
Scottie
Mike. They
Pippen?
did beat Portland without.
You can't get
No,
swept
no,
though.
no, 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 yeah, no, no, no. What I'm saying is,
Not by the
cute to
Phoenix
go.
Suns.
Hold on, cute to go, and y'all guys, you have to understand where I'm going with this. What
Yeah.
playoff series did Michael Jordan win without Scottie Pippen? I want to know. We seen Jokic win a
Ooh,
playoff series
you sure you
without
want to go?
without Magic.
You sure you want to go that route?
The fuck just happened?
What's Steph
Bro,
Curry? What's Steph Curry done
we
with?
seen
What's Steph
Jokic.
Curry done with that Klay
No,
Thompson?
no, 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 sir, no, no, no. Hold on. Do not change my question, bro. I asked the question, and I
Same
need,
question.
bro. If you can't answer the question, why are you dodging the question? I want to know that.
I ain't dodging it because
Why are you going around
everybody
my
that know
question?
basketball know the answer.
No, 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 no. We watched Jokic win a playoff series without his starting point guard. We've
Now
never seen
Jordan
Michael
won a
Jordan.
series with that pimping though. Jordan did win
Hold
a
on, hold on,
series with
hold
that
on, hold
pimping
on,
though.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
But hey,
I
Mike,
Michael
thought he won a
Jordan.
game.
How many final? Hold on. Let me keep going. What would Michael Jordan have gotten to the finals without Scottie Pippen?
No,
Huh?
but what this
Oh,
Steph Curry made the playoffs without Clay.
So you do need Scottie Pippen, huh? Okay. Okay. So you do understand, right? When you bring up Steph Curry without Klay Thompson, bro, do you know how hard it is to make the playoffs without your second best player on your team? LeBron James didn't make the playoffs. LeBron James did not make the playoffs until AD came. When AD came, that's when they made the playoffs. That's when they got
You
back to the
talking about?
finals.
You
I
talking about
think he
Clay?
would
If
have
you
made
take
it the
AD,
first year though.
No,
You
hold on,
know
hold
I
on,
don't
hold on,
campaign for
hold
Jay
on. Let
Reed.
me keep,
I think he would have
hold
made
on,
it the first year and didn't get
bro.
hurt.
When I say hold on, I'm asking the backstage. Because when I say hold on, you hold on. When I'm talking, you shut the hell up.
Why
Now,
do niggas keep
classic
calling a
question.
nigga Jay Reed, bro?
No. Because when I'm talking and I'm saying something, I don't want to be cut off. The thing that I'm saying is this dude brought up he brought up, oh, I believe LeBron would have made it if he wasn't hurt. Okay, I give you that. But I'm trying to ask another question. When you brought that up, I'm gonna counter that with this. Do you think LeBron James would have went to the finals and won the championship without AD? Yes or no?
I mean, that's a no, but I think he could have made it to the final.
Okay, shut the hell up then. Then shut the fuck up. That dumb shit.
Hey, I got a question. Why do you call Bron J Reed?
After he from Akron, you remember N Too Deep, Jay
Yeah,
Reed. He was from
yeah.
Akron, man. So LeBron from Akron. That's when the Jay Reed
Yeah, I
shit.
exposed the weak
Oh,
ass
okay. All right.
nigga.
That was it.
I
Talking about
Okay.
exposed the weak
I never
ass.
that nigga,
understood that. All right, I got
Exposed.
you.
nigga Jay Reed from Omar Epps.
Yeah, oh my
You got
yeah.
exposed, huh? You got exposed, man. Don't try to goat no more,
Hey, to be
nigga.
real,
Don't try
bro.
me
To
no
be
more,
real,
nigga.
you ain't
Don't
exposed
try
me
me
though,
no more,
cause
nigga.
'cause
Don't try me no
when
more,
I brought
nigga.
up when I compare when I bro, but when
Don't
I
ever challenge me
compare
again,
Devin
nigga.
Booker
Don't ever
game to
challenge
the
me
Allen
again, nigga.
Houston,
Don't ever
hey,
challenge
but
me
bro,
again.
when I
Hey,
was telling
hey,
you
hey.
about Devin Booker play like Allen Houston, you diss Allen Houston like Allen Houston was averaging over 20 in the league.
I
Man,
ain't
Houston
dissed
was a
him. What I
beast.
said? I didn't say he was trash. What are you talking about? That's cap. Play the tape back. Play the tape back. Where did I say he was trash? Show me the tape.
But,
Pull the
Show me the
clip.
evidence. Where I
but
say
nah,
he was
but you
trash
you
at?
went you went crazy when I compared Booker to Allen
I didn't
Houston
call
though.
him. No. Show me the tape where I say he was trash. We
It
never been
just
a cap.
happened.
This ain't
It just
ticket
happened.
TV. This ain't ticket TV, bro. We even sit here and lie, bro.
So
This ain't
so
ticket
you
TV,
don't
bro.
think you don't
Show me
think
the
Allen
tape.
Houston
Show
will
me the
flourish
tape.
in this era?
I didn't say he was trash. Did I say he was trash? What are you talking about? I'm not
Eras,
saying
you
I'm
think
not saying, dude.
you
What
you the
I'm saying,
same
bro.
nigga?
Hold on, bro. Listen to what I'm saying,
Mhm.
bro. I'm not saying dudes. Now look, when I say this, everybody on the panel, tell me if I heard this correctly or not, bro. I'm not. I'm not saying dudes wouldn't flourish in today's era. The thing that I'm saying is it'd be harder to play defense for those dudes in this era. For the fact that everybody is skilled down there, and then everybody can shoot.
I think it'd be harder for them to play defense because you can't be as physical, like because of the rules or whatever. That's why I think.
And you can't
Not
and
just
you
the
can't
skill
camp in the
set.
lane too. And you can't camp in the lane. That too. You can't stay in the paint more than 3 seconds.
Yeah, I
You gotta
forgot.
exit the paint.
Yeah, I
You
bet
can't be that physical.
that did eliminate the centers in today's era because of this.
That's why.
Even
That's why
Gary
I had
Payton.
Kawhi. That's why I had
Even
Kawhi
Gary
because
Payton.
better
Do
defender
y'all think
than
Gary
Scotty.
Payton do y'all think Scotty and Gary Payton will be as good in today's era on defense? Hell no.
I think they would have adjusted because Payton moved his feet real good
Gary
though. So
Payton
I
move
think
his
they would
feet,
have adjusted.
but
Yeah, they'll
but Gary
adjust.
Payton he gonna foul out. Dudes know how to draw fouls in today's era.
Harden.
You think
Guys like Harden, dudes know how to
oh
draw fouls.
you think Pat Bev a better defender than Gary Payton? And we seen what Pat Bev did to Devin Booker.
Man, Pat Bay was fouling out of games. He fouled out of 2 games, if I'm not mistaken. That dude was fouling out of games. That'd have been
Shit,
Gary Payton.
Devin Booker committed more fouls than all of them, but they kept his ass in the game.
Is it? But that's my point though, Herm. Is that if Gary Payton was in this era, he would either get ejected or he gonna foul out because he got a potty mouth. You can't trash talk in today's era. Gary Payton got a Gary Payton, bro. I can't imagine how many ejections. You put Robin in this era, he get ejected too.
Oh, hey, I got a good question. I'm gonna see what you say on this. Who you think would be a better power forward in today's game? Sean Kemp or Zion Williams?
Zion.
Man, that's not even a question, man. Look, I'm gonna say Sean Kemp, and here's why. Sean Kemp
All
had
right.
a jump shot.
So you
Sean
ain't
Kemp
that
had a
bad.
jumper.
You ain't yeah,
Sean
you
Kemp had
right.
a jump shot. Sean Kemp also he proved that he can stay healthy, and also
Yep.
that man played
That man played. He played so physical on offense. It was sick, bro. Take in the post, turn around, do all kind of crazy
Ooh.
shit. I'm taking Sean Kemp over Zion because Zion showed me he can't stay healthy and he can't shoot beyond what 4 feet from the basket.
Hey, go, Mike. Tell everybody how athletic Sean Kemp was.
Sean Kemp was super athletic. I give him that he was super athletic and he took his team to the finals, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
I ain't never seen look. If Zion take his team to the finals, I might come back and say something different. But so far, we've seen Sean Kemp take his team to the finals. We've seen that.
And let's not mention when Seattle fucked him over and sent him to Cleveland. He led the sorry ass Cleveland Cavaliers to the playoffs in the late '90s.
That was his best year, from what I heard.
It
That's what he
was.
And
said.
LeBron
It
James,
was.
hey, who's
It
whose
was.
finals appearance? Hey, let's be honest. I think LeBron James finals, LeBron's finals was most impressive because that man, that he was a baby in '07. He had that cast team in the finals. And he was a
Hey,
baby.
but I actually think though, because how Big Z shut down Tim Duncan, if LeBron had a little more experience, they actually were better than the Spurs. To me, I think they lacked that experience at that time when
But
everybody
LeBron
was
was too
hot.
hey,
young,
let me say
man.
this about Bron though. I
Uh
know, a lot of people mad at Bron because he didn't get to the finals one of those years in either 08, 09, or 10 against Kobe.
It
But
was
I want the
2010.
series against nine against Kobe now. Yeah, Kobe did this thing, but he had help because I'm talking about with Powell and Andrew Bynum, they was able to somewhat go back to Dwight Howard and Pau Gasol. He was giving it to Dwight Howard, and he was getting him in foul trouble. LeBron, he didn't really have a big man like Powell and Andrew Bynum that can somewhat go back to Dwight.
I've
Hey, but
been saying this.
me and Go Mike talked
I've
about
been
this
saying
before
that. All
though.
they tell me
Nah,
is
but me and Go
66 and
Mike.
16.
Nah, but me and Go Mike talked about this shit before. Kobe had to instill some shit in Pau Gasol. Cause remember, he was intimidated in '08 when he got
He
punked
wasn't.
out in that Boston
The next 2
series.
years, just come back. He was screaming in people's face and won. I was
huh.
like,
Okay,
bro,
okay. Let's break it.
give Phil
Let's break
Jackson
it.
credit, bro.
Phil Jackson, one of the greatest coaches of all time.
That's what
So
I'm
he
saying,
know how
bro.
to beat
Like Phil
that.
Jackson, one of the greatest coaches. Nobody never give him credit. Even in the
Yeah.
'90s, bro, they never give him credit.
And that 11 chips with
Jordan,
three
Jordan too,
goddamn
man.
superstars.
They never give Scotty credit either. So shit.
But let's be honest, y'all. Let's be totally honest. Who had the better team in 08, 09?
The Lakers.
Okay. So how we expect LeBron James to beat a prime Dwight Howard with just Gauskas? When Kobe Bryant had
Bron.
Andrew Bynum,
Those
he had
Bron haters, man.
Paul Gasol. Who else he had? Ariza. Who
Lamar
I think
Odom.
he had.
Lamar
We
Odom.
had Derek,
Derek
then we have
Fisher,
Derek Fisher at that point. Derek Fisher,
Jordan
Lamar Odom,
Clark.
them boys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was
So
there.
yeah. So it's not fair to say LeBron should have made the finals, even though because if you think about it, Dwight Howard was killing that year. Dwight Howard was a beast, man, in that paint, man.
Hey,
He was
And for
killing
some
dudes.
reason too, y'all.
what's crazy, though, Mike? The
And for some
Celtics could
reason,
have went back again, bro. They went
nah,
to
but for some reason too, though, Turkoglu didn't want to miss a damn shot in that series. I don't know what that nigga was on, but
Not just
Turkoglu
Circle
didn't miss
dude, but
shit.
also Reddick. Reddick couldn't miss either.
Yeah, yeah. And
that,
right for Austin.
that nigga Ryan
Magic had a
Anderson.
squad. People
Hey,
forgetting
hey,
that.
Anderson was
Skip
coming
the
off the bench
Malu.
hitting threes
And
too,
Skip the
bro.
Malu killed them too. And
Jameer
Skip the
Nelson.
Malu didn't miss.
Orlando Magic had a squad.
They had
Skip the
Rashad
Let's
Lewis,
Malu
just,
didn't
did.
they? Did they have
let's
Rashad
be
They had
Lewis?
a squad.
That was the
let's be
best
honest,
3-point shooting
y'all.
team I ain't seen in a long
Hey,
time, bro.
And they
hey, humble.
expect Bron to beat that team by himself? Please.
Yeah,
Let's
Skip the
be honest,
Malu did in
y'all.
that season.
Let's be honest, y'all. I think Dwight Howard by himself is better than any player LeBron had as a teammate in '09.
Hey, I'm
Wait,
finna piss.
say it again.
I'm finna piss y'all off. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
I think
Oh,
Dwight Howard. I think Dwight Howard is better than any teammate LeBron had. I'm talking as a whole. I'm taking Dwight Howard over all LeBron's teammates in '09 as a whole.
In '09.
Not even kidding.
he actually right though. He right. Cause the best player LeBron had around that time was Antoine Jameson.
You gotta think Dwight Howard he's a monster, man.
Hey,
Dwight
Dude
was
getting
a
like 10
fucking
blocks.
brick house, dude.
hey, y'all.
What's up?
I think that 2009 team better than this 2021 Bucks team, bro. You got
Huh?
You
I
got
don't know though. I don't know though.
you got an athletic. You
Hold on,
Can't
hold
rely
on, hold
on
on.
Antoine.
Let's be let's be
loaded
honest.
with nothing
Hey,
but
humble, share your
shooters, bro.
screen so we can
That,
show
bro.
them.
I ain't on my computer right now, bro. I just
Let's
woke
show
up.
them. Let's show them the highlights. Humble.
I gotta go grab my computer, bro.
And to be honest,
Because
I think
hey,
Orlando blew
hey,
the finals because they put Jameer Nelson back in. That's why they blew the
hey,
finals.
hey,
But
hey, Herm.
they
Let's be
still
honest,
was a
bro.
good team. Bro. They can
Hey,
shoot threes, play
let's
defense. They
let's
had
be
a
honest.
Dwight Howard, bro.
Let's be honest though, humble. Let's be honest. I think Dwight Howard would. I think Dwight Howard in '09, he would have shut Giannis down.
Oh yeah, they would have beat the 2021 Bucks. But I'm not being biased, bro. I just know that team was just loaded, bro.
It was. Hell,
You
pull up
think
the
Giannis
fucking
driving?
roster. Hold on, let me pull
Y'all
up the
think Giannis
You
roster.
said
driving?
you
Hey,
said you
hey,
said
y'all.
you
Y'all
said
think
the
Giannis? Y'all think
you said
Giannis
the
driving on
Orlando
Dwight Howard?
Magic. You said the Orlando Magic would beat the Bucks. I can agree with that
Yeah.
though, because
Here's why.
Orlando
No.
Orlando was like
Here's
9
why.
deep.
That's what I'm saying,
Here's why.
bro.
Here's why I say that. Here's why I say that. Do y'all think Giannis is gonna drive the basket on Dwight Howard? Man, stop.
Hey, bro,
Dwight
Dwight Howard,
punching
he
the
just
shit.
won Defensive Player of the
The
Year
white
that
were
year
too
too, bro.
strong though. The white were too strong.
Dwight would just block Giannis all game. Dwight Howard's like Ben. Dwight Howard played the same defense that Ben Wallace played when they won that chip in '04, bro.
Man, I'm looking. They had fucking Dwight, Courtney Lee, Rashard Lewis, Tyronn Lewis still
He
playing,
do
Jameer
Hedo
Nelson,
Turkoglu,
Hedo
Jameer,
Turkoglu,
them niggas, bro.
JJ Redick,
Michael Petrie,
Petrus,
He was
Barnes.
first. He was
Gortat
first
is the
team
backup
defense too,
center,
and he
Ray
was
for
first
Ray.
team.
Alston.
Ray for
Ryan
Austin.
Anderson,
They had a
Gortat.
squad.
Jameer were hurt though. Jameer were hurt. They should not have put his ass back in the finals. They probably would have had a better chance to beat the Lakers. They would have started skipped them out.
That was Stan Van Gundy fault though, her.
Yeah. They should have started skipped them out, Luke, because that's who was playing great.
Oh, you talking about Ray Froston? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that nigga.
Cause that nigga wasn't missing nothing either. Cause that's why Cleveland couldn't deal with him.
Bro, that team was loaded, bro, with shooters and defense.
They had shooters. What's Bron supposed to do with that?
And they threw like 4 or 5 different bodies at LeBron throughout the whole span of a game. That's tough.
Hold on.
Let's
Skip Bayless.
be honest, y'all.
Skip Bayless.
Let's be
Let's see what
honest.
he want.
That's for that Lakers team.
I think
Outsmart them niggas, man.
they could have beat Golden State too. They could beat Golden State too. Let's be honest.
Hold on. Which one? Hold on.
Hey, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Which Golden State?
Which one?
I'm talking about with Kevin Durant. With Kevin.
You see tripping now.
No. Here's why I ain't tripping. Here's why I ain't tripping. Dwight Howard, if Dwight Howard catch the ball on the post and he take one dribble, you're forced to do what? Double team. Now what?
Yeah. And who's gonna guard KD and stuff?
You ain't bro. Who had more shooters?
They had 5 different wing
Hold on. Time out. Which team had more shooters?
Orlando Magic.
Orlando had
Exactly my point. Exactly my point.
And plus, y'all got to realize too, Hedo Turkoglu ran the point sometimes in Orlando.
Exactly what I'm saying. Exactly. You could put Petrus on Kevin Durant. Tell you the truth, you really can.
Oh, see, this was Bron's teammates in 2008, 2009. Fucking Bron, Daniel Gibson, JJ Hickson. I think he was hurt. Ilgauskas, Johnny L. Jackson, Sasha Popovich, Wally Zerbiak.
Hey, who agrees with Tuckable Pond?
What?
He said they would have got swept. Hell no.
I don't know if they got swept, bro.
But you know he
love
Curry in them though, so I
ain't going that far.
I ain't gonna be hard on him because he love Curry in them.
I ain't thinking about Dwight. You got a point about that's like saying 01. Not comparing them. That's like saying that 01.
Andrew Bogut would have been in foul trouble, so Bogut would have fouled out early trying to hold Dwight Howard.
Who won't go to state? Who won't go to states in the guard Dwight Howard?
Nobody.
And who's guarding those shooters? It's gonna be wide open.
You got Rashard Lewis at the 4. You could throw Hedo Turkoglu, whatever you want to throw him at. You got Petrus you could bring. You got Matt Barnes you could bring. So all the different
I think that could be a 7-game series.
All the bodies they could throw is still Curry. They was long and physical, so shit. Steph Curry might have to work hard for all his points.
And then you got Clay and
And,
KD fucking.
and guess what? And guess what? The one thing I ignoring, who had the better coach, Orlando or Golden State?
Orlando.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
they
talking
had a
about.
defense-minded coach, bro.
Because Steve Kerr can't coach. He just lucky he had talent.
Yeah,
Facts.
exactly. Stephen Gunny would have had he would have had one guy play Steph full court, and he would have had one guy front Steph Curry everywhere he go. Off
Yeah,
every pick he gets
and
fronted.
This man, Steve Kerr, is the luckiest NBA player in the league ever, probably. My
he's
God.
the golden boy.
No, he not. He got
Man
punched in his
played with
face. He ain't too
Jordan.
lucky. He got
Well, you know what I mean.
he
Won
got
all them rings with Jordan, Tim Duncan, and the Spurs. Then became the coach for the Warriors after taking Mark Jackson's talent and won with that.
Yep. That's a travesty, too.
The hell, Mark Jackson didn't get a damn
Tackable
job.
Pond. Hey, Tackable Pond has put no respect on that Orlando Magic team. He tripping.
All right, let me look at the Lakers 08-09 series. And
Kobe was just on the mission because he really wanted Boston, so he was just pissed off anyway. Kobe
he wanted to get that ring. Shaq.
Let's be honest, Herm. Let's be honest. In 08, if Andrew Bynum and Reason and Brown wasn't out, they'd have won in 08.
Yep. Shit, they would have won without him if Pau Gasol wasn't scared.
See, this is the Lakers, right?
That's
Man,
how good the Lakers were.
Kobe, Ariza, Bynum, Fisher, Gasol, Lamar Odom. Fuck. That was the other stars.
Gasol just was scared, man. Gasol wasn't scared. They would have beat the Boston.
Let's be honest though, Herm. Let's be honest though. Whenever Paul Gasol played for the Grizzlies, he was always losing in the first round. So we should have known that he was scared already.
That's a fact.
He never got tested before. He never got tested before when he played for the Grizzlies. He wouldn't get tested over there.
He came back with a different mentality, screaming and one on people, trying to fight people. All this stuff.
You look at that 2000.
Kobe got him on that.
Kobe Bryant started beating his ass up in practice. Kobe Bryant beat him up. Y'all. He beat him up in practice. Give him a couple of jabs.
But hey,
you know what?
Hey, let me say that.
That's what 80.
Y'all think if they would have won in 08 and both 08 and 09, y'all think in 010 they would have got run on test? Still, if they would have won both of those years.
It's Jerry West we're talking about. Jerry West we're talking about. Come on, man.
Yeah.
One of the best GMs in
Jerry
NBA
West
history.
he went to the Grizzlies.
And then Kobe won a run on test anyway. Kobe won.
This man Jerry West, 80 years old, still up here working.
Yeah, he need the Lakers need to treat him right. He need to be the owner of the Lakers in the next 5 years, man. They need to sell the team to Jerry West, man.
You said the owner?
Yeah,
Damn, he probably ain't gonna last long. I don't know.
He should be the.
Man.
I mean, after LeBron retired, shit.
Hey, what'd you say, Humble?
Oh, I was saying like that 2011 series, bro. We actually seen a Gasol play really, really soft. Cause bro, they were clean that motherfucker, bro. Tyson Chandler, Dirk, bro. It got to the point where Phil Jackson took him to the sun and punched him right in his damn chest, bro.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what?
Yeah, that nigga probably sold the business.
Hey, you know what? Do y'all think somebody got to push AD for him to step his game up?
Nah.
But I do think if y'all start AD at the center, he'll get hurt. If y'all start him to center the whole season, he'll get hurt. I think that'll happen again. I don't care what. He
only getting hurt because he's getting the pass. Because look, when Shaq was hurt out of shape, would have played Bryant till his ass. Get your ass in shape, motherfucker. You know
Yeah,
what
but
I'm
he was
saying?
hurt.
That's
They
what
said
AD
he was hurt
needs.
in the finals, though. They said he was hurt in the finals, and he never
Okay,
got the
but let me
recovery
ask
from
you
that.
this, Adrian. Let me ask you this, Adrian. Adrian, let me ask you this. If AD was staying hurt playing with Kobe Bryant in his prime, what do you think Kobe Bryant would tell him?
You already know what he tell him. I'm not saying I'm not giving them excuse. I'm just saying that's why they said I'm saying he should have sat out at the beginning of the season if he was still hurt from the finals. That's what I'm saying. He should have sat out from the and held up instead of trying to force him play through it.
He's trying to prove, but Adrian, he's trying to prove. He's trying to prove that that he's not soft, but he is still soft either way.
Hey, that's on Bron. Bron won him. He got Bron as a check. I honestly think he probably should have won MVP. That finals MVP. My opinion. Because if you go back and look at those finals, LeBron, he was getting a lot of his points when the team was winning or
Okay,
already up in the
okay,
game.
okay. If you want to do that, Adrian, if you want to do that, let's do the same thing for MJ because Dennis Rodman and Scottie Pippen should have had one Finals MVP apiece.
Okay, that's cool. I'm not. Yeah, you can do that. I'm not gonna get hurt about it. I'm not like the other people. That's fine. We can say that.
You think you think the NBA is going to give AD an MVP over LeBron James, who is the
I'm
face
not
of the
saying they
NBA?
should. I'm not saying they would. I'm just saying but I'm saying for me, in my opinion, I honestly think, and that's what I think. AD probably should have got the MVP because I actually went
Well,
back and watched the full games. And some of LeBron was getting some of his. I remember one game they was up 30 and LeBron was the only starter to the end. I mean, I would have been doing the same thing if I was him, but still, I'm just saying.
Hey, but
This is my opinion.
Go Mike. The same shit talking upon saying about the Mavs 2011 team. That's how deep the Magic team was.
Who said AD should have been Finals MVP?
Me.
Bron out freaking scored him, out rebounded, out
Yeah, but
assisted.
I'm not saying Bron shouldn't get it, but my opinion, I probably would have gave if you actually go back and watch the full. I just went back and watched the full series, the full games. And it was a couple of those games. LeBron was getting a lot of his stats when the team was already up big. Like it was one game,
add
it
him
was
to
up
the
like
list,
30. It
Joe.
was up 30, and LeBron was
Add
still
him
in
to
the
the
only
list,
starter still in
bro.
the game.
Add
I'm
him to
not.
the list.
But hey, I'm to what list?
Now,
You
what you could have said about AD though, he was playing exceptional defense. That nigga would actually guard in the 5 through the 1. Anytime somebody was going off, when they threw AD on him, AD was shutting their ass down, especially in those fourth quarters and those close games. Like he really after Jimmy Butler. When they started seeing Jimmy Butler had those great games, AD started getting on them in those tight when it was tight. You know
Well,
what
he
I'm
had like
saying?
one
So
or two games in which he had like under 20 points. So I knew he won't get it from that
yeah,
standpoint.
yeah. AD was
man. Hey, Adrian, you're the only one I know to say. Are you an LA fan or what?
What just happened?
Nah, I'm a basketball fan. Period. If it could be the Orlando Magic and the Cleveland Cavaliers playing, I still watch it. I don't care.
So that's
I don't tell
so
myself
that's
to
why
one
you
team or one player.
said, man, Adrian, you know good and damn well they're not giving that to AD, bro. 80,
I said
can
I'm not
average
saying he was gonna get.
81.
I said it's a chance he could have.
Look,
I'm
look,
saying
look,
it's a chance he could have got
Well,
it.
there's a chance. Yeah, they
look,
was saying it
hey,
on first
look,
things first.
hey, look, cute to go, and Adrian. I can tell you how it is. AD could have averaged 10 blocks, 10 rebounds, 81 points, and he still wouldn't get the MVP in the finals.
I don't know.
yeah. He wasn't gonna get it that year regardless.
He can
It
average
didn't matter.
81. Hey,
If
hey,
that
Herm, he can average 81. He still ain't getting it.
if
That's
that
why I
be
find it so
that be the
funny. Oh,
case,
Bron's watch. The Bron won Finals MVP. What the fuck?
I mean, he was gonna get it
Katie,
regardless, though. In the day, sometimes it be a reward too. Sometimes they'll give it out to somebody respectable like a LeBron James anyway. Because you got
Yeah.
to look at it. End of the day, that's his fourth ring. He 4 for 4 rings, 4 Finals MVPs when he played in the finals. You know,
Well,
in the day, somebody gonna have to
Even if
do.
he had
They got to
Shaq,
do.
he,
They
you
got
know
to do
what?
some
You know what,
crazy
Herm?
shit. Yeah.
Hey, you know what, Herm? Even if Shaq played with LeBron would won MVP every time. You know why? He's LeBron.
Yep. That's what niggas got to look at it with. Don't get me wrong. Only way AD probably would win the MVP, he had to do some crazy shit to fuck around and
never
make the
get 9
guidelines. We ain't
assists.
He'll,
gonna give it to LeBron.
he'll have
They
to
had to do some
no.
crazy
He'll have
shit.
to get LeBron. He'll have to ask LeBron James to tell the media, hey man, give it to this guy. That's the only way.
And
Yeah.
he'll have to get
LeBron had
Rachel
it like
Nichols to distract him.
Man,
Fuck.
now that nigga would have that nigga would have to average a quadruple double. That year,
God damn.
2020,
no,
he would have to
no,
average a
that's not
quadruple
enough,
double to
man.
probably get there.
That's
Jimmy
not
Butler couldn't do anything that
that's
game
not
7.
enough.
She was getting
AD
him the
gonna have to.
business.
No. AD's gonna have to smash all the women media people to get those votes.
Well, damn. I don't know what the hell she did to Jimmy Butler. He couldn't fucking do anything in game 7.
Nah, but Jimmy Butler was gassed out though. You got to look at what that nigga had to do, man. I know he
He
wasn't
had
gonna be able to
40
keep.
point triple doubles, and then
He
he had
wasn't gonna be able to keep that
Nichols
shit
after
up.
that.
He can't keep that shit up like that, cause that's not normal for him.
Yeah, well, Rachel Nichols. Once you go black, you gonna need a wheelchair. God damn it, Rachel Nichols.
Jimmy
You
Butler.
just been added to the list.
Oh damn, damn, he hadn't hurt to live. Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? Let's be honest, bro. It don't matter, bro. AD and LeBron was gonna beat that. We should have won in 5, I thought, but shit, it is what it is. 1-6.
Tom Brady's son is
Hey,
moved
either way,
for
they
the
still gonna say,
Buccaneers.
"Oh, it's the Mickey Mouse ring, go Mike." It was easy for Jay Reed.
Yeah, they all say that shit, man. They all be saying that same shit. Mickey Mouse ring, Mickey Mouse. It don't count.
Yeah, hell,
It's
man,
fake.
don't
It's
get me
not
started
real.
on that shit.
Hey,
I went
Hey,
off in my vid about
look,
that.
hey,
Jimmy.
let me say this.
Everybody was healthy in that series, in that season. Everybody was healthy. Hell no, I get sick and tired of hearing that.
Hey, let me say this. How they gonna say that when the Lakers had a nigga on their team that didn't even go? Avery Bradley didn't even go.
Exactly.
So you gonna tell me a nigga on the Lakers didn't even go? So you want if a nigga like Kawhi, Paul George didn't want to go, they couldn't have went.
Yeah, if they
I
didn't
don't
want
buy
to go,
into
why
that.
they show
Not
up?
just
Now
not just that, y'all.
I
What if hey y'all, not just that. What if Kawhi or KD won the championship? Would it still
They
count?
wouldn't say that shit. Hell no, Skip Bayless
fuck
would still
Kawhi
play
running, man. I'm sick of Kawhi running right now.
it.
I ain't
Kiwi
gonna lie,
lemonade.
man. I'm sick of Kawhi
But
right
let me
now.
Why? What
hey,
happened?
sports critical pulled up.
Why you sick of Kawhi?
What up, fellas?
The claw, the
Hey,
I do
Terminator.
Nah,
agree, because
hey,
because
I
look
was
this.
The
listening to Ticket TV during
cyborg.
that.
cause,
No,
cause, cause
listen,
look, cause
listen.
look.
Hold on, listen. I
Yeah,
was listening to Ticket TV when they was playing the what was it? When he was in the skybox. I do agree with him on that. Like, at least come down and fucking show support for your teammates. I agree with him on that.
Facts.
Hey, bro, but at the same time, you say you a Kobe fan. Goddamn, show love to the people that come to the Lakers.
Who?
That boy
What did Kobe
Dildo.
Bryant say? Hey,
That
sports
boy
critic. Hey,
What's
sports
up? What's
Dildo.
up,
That boy
critic?
Dildo TV.
hey, hey, sports
What up,
critic and
G?
humble. Kobe Bryant said. What did Kobe Bryant say? Embrace LeBron James. So if you're not embracing LeBron James, you're not giving Kobe Bryant his wish.
Hey, I agree. You can't sit up and say, you know, I'm a Cavaliers fan. And
Sorry.
diehard Cavaliers. Like, I don't, and you know, there was a couple cats that came over to the Cavs that I might have not have cared for, but I ain't go out my way to talk shit about them because I respect the team that I fuck with.
Facts.
So it's a big difference. You know what I'm saying? It's a big. You can't say you a LeBron fan, but then you would turn around. He retired for that's like LeBron retired from the Cavs, but you would disrespect the Cavaliers players who come to the team, but you claim you love him. Like, make that shit make sense. If a motherfucker claim they love Kobe, if a motherfucker claim they love Kobe like they claim they do, anybody that comes fuck with the Lakers, you should be supportive of,
Nah, but
because that's Kobe's team.
I'm gonna tell you why those Kobe fans be defensive. They defensive like that because let's be real, y'all. Kobe Bryant don't get the respect that he actually deserves when it comes to his legacy in basketball. So you
But
got a lot of them.
who did that? It
Nah,
wasn't
but you
us.
gotta look at it. Ever since, damn, I hate to bring it up, cause R.I.P. to the man, he ain't here. But in the day, that rape case changed everything for Kobe Bryant. Cause think about it, y'all. Kobe had his own video games, Kobe, they were about to make Kobe Bryant the face of the NBA. He was gonna be the face of the NBA before that shit happened. When that shit happened, think about it, took everything away from that motherfucker, man. It took everything away from Kobe Bryant.
I still think he was though in the mid 2000s.
Nah, but the reason why Kobe persevered through that shit, because Kobe was so tough mentally and he was so great that he overcame the odds despite of how people felt about him publicly. And then think about it, when Shaq and Kobe weren't seeing eye to eye, every single body just about took Shaq's side. Nobody took Kobe's side. Cause think about it, Shaq is he got a personality and people love Shaq. So they instantly took Shaq's side regardless of the facts regarding this situation. Everybody jumped on Shaq's side, so everybody taking Shaq's side. Then on top of that, you got a rape case on top of you with a white woman, unfortunately.
Oh,
So all that
damn,
shit.
Hey, bro,
I
and
forgot
then
she was white.
don't forget that rest in peace to Kobe, but Kobe did do the most disrespectful shit that a man could do to another man, and tell what the man doing behind closed doors on his wife. You know what I'm saying? That was foul too. You know what I'm saying? But I it's fucked up he did it, but I never walked around for years just blatantly holding that against him. You know what I'm saying? But he did do some bitch ass nigga shit though.
Now, but Shaq down the
You get
line.
caught cheating, you don't tell on your mans, bro.
Now, but Shaq down the line said too though that he take a lot of responsibility in it because he admitted he didn't treat Kobe Bryant right, and then give him that respect like he should have. If he could go back on it, it was like, damn, if I would have approached it right. Cause think about how Shaq did Penny. Shaq had a history of doing the motherfuckers that could actually be a number one player wrong. He did Penny wrong. Cause think about it, people was loving Penny because he had Chris Rock being Lil Penny and shit. Penny had Tyra Banks at the time and all this shit.
Goddamn.
So end of the day, Penny was that nigga. So Shaq was kind of jealous that Penny got just as many endorsements as you, nigga.
Damn,
And getting all the recognition in the world. So Shaq wasn't mature in those two situations. That's why he embraced Wade like he embraced Wade, because he knew he made mistakes with Penny and Kobe. And Penny a nice ass nigga in general, so that's why a lot of shit didn't blow up like the Kobe and Shaq. Kobe got a strong personality too, so Kobe a motherfucker, but Penny he laid back, so Penny didn't blow the shit up in the media like he could have if he was immature. So Shaq got a history of fucking it up with his counterpart. But
let me ask y'all brothers something.
Yeah.
What y'all brothers think about Draymond Green and KD's bitch ass coming together trying to blame the Warriors organization for their situation? I ain't feeling it. I'm not buying it because
I think it's true though.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I can't blame them.
And Steve Kerr can't coach, so I believe.
I'm gonna tell you why I can't buy that, because let's keep it real. The Warriors, they use KD. He came over there. He got on that hate LeBron train shit. But at the same time, we didn't see them players. They was beefing. They really didn't like KD or fuck with KD. That's why Draymond came out, said you a bitch. We was winning before you and stuff like that. And if y'all notice, only a couple players came over there that night trying to talk to him. But cats like Steph Curry and all of them, they stayed away from it because they felt the same way about KD as Draymond. The only thing, what y'all know how it is, you can have a group of niggas around you who all feel the same way, but only one gonna come out and say something versus everybody in the group. But everybody in the group feel the same way. They just didn't want to be the one to say it. And Draymond Green was the outspoken one. So nobody told you to say that to him, Draymond. You said that to him on your own. Take your accountability and your responsibility for what you said to him. You can't blame the other players and the organization and all this and that. You got to blame yourself because nobody else called him out his name. You did. And I just think for them to both of them to sit up and could conquer and try to say that it was it was the team's fault and all this and that. Man, that shit that women do. Women get into it, and then when they come together, they look for other women to try to blame the situation on. Men don't do shit like that. Not real ones. If I'm wrong, go Mike for calling you out your name. For instance, if I'm wrong for calling you out your name, go Mike in the argument, then I'm wrong. How the hell can me and you end up on the phone talking about it, and me and you end up blaming Humble, Kuba, Aiden, Herman, Big Who? How can me and you get together, go Mike, and blame them for something that I called you?
Right.
I feel you on that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, just because of what Golden State been doing lately, I think Ball Myers, he's an arrogant motherfucker. And then on top of that, I just know Steve Kerr just could think about it. If people paid attention, Kevin Durant never really listened to Steve Kerr the whole time he was there. Kevin Durant didn't respect Steve Kerr the whole time. So it was tension before it even blew up between him and Draymond anyway. KD really never respected Steve Kerr.
And how you don't respect your coach, 6-time champion. How you don't respect him. And they brought you over there. You came over there. So how you gonna sit up and call yourself not respecting nobody when you was the tag along? They used you.
Yeah, KD knew his role, man. I just got to bring it home in the big moments in the fourth quarter, or when we need to push when everybody stalled out. That's when he was the guy that's supposed to take over and carry the load. So he knew his role. So it was really nothing that he had to learn offensively and all that because he knew his role already. You just there to clean up when them motherfuckers can't do anything. Cause look at all those game threes. Look at those game threes against LeBron and them back-to-back years. Shit, KD had to come through every game three because of the inconsistency that the Warriors show at times. So, you know, that's what KD was there for anyway. Those moments right there, that's why he was brought there. Because to be honest, if the Warriors never got KD, LeBron was going to win 3 straight rings.
Oh, my God.
Facts.
Man.
Facts. And he's
LeBron,
so dumb that
He
instead of him getting his squad together, because I'm gonna say this, it shouldn't have never been. If KD is the best that like everybody claim he is,
Yeah,
there would
Bayless.
never been no Golden State Warrior versus the Cavaliers saga. It would have been the Cavaliers versus the OKC saga.
but I tell
Because
you, if KD was going to leave, he should have went back home to D.C. and he could have helped John Wall and Bradley Beal. And they was deep at that time because they had Gortat, Nene, Otto Porter Jr. If KD went to that team, that's
He
a
was thinking about
championship
Boston,
team.
too. He was thinking about Boston,
Yeah.
too.
But I would have
he
rather
should
him
have
to go back
regrouped the
home.
next season.
Bring a
He should have
championship to
regrouped the
your
next
city.
season, beat the Golden State Warriors, and then him and LeBron would have been the real thriller in Manila.
I think you
Yeah.
should have. I think you should have went to DC though. Go back
DC would
home.
have been good, yeah.
That would have
Nah,
been
at
good
that
for
time,
basketball.
if I was him, I would have went to the Spurs to play with Pop and Kawhi. Imagine KD and
Now you
Kawhi,
know
especially Kawhi.
LeBron. You know
A healthy
LeBron
Kawhi at
had
that
that
time.
opportunity. You know LeBron had that opportunity to go to the Spurs and he turned it down.
Shit, LeBron had the opportunity the season before last to join the Golden State Warriors because they called LeBron, and he told them no.
You know when KD first became a free agent, you know LeBron was trying to get when LeBron first went to the Lakers, rather LeBron was trying to get KD to go ahead and come to the Lakers.
Ooh,
He should have.
Damn, that would have been crazy.
oh my God, those two I would love to see team up.
Yeah, me
And
too.
they actually cool though. They not beefing. They
Yeah,
actually cool.
they cool.
And the
Yeah,
nigga
they
that
actually fuck with each other a lot.
yeah, the
Nah,
nigga
That's
that
respect
KD
that
don't like though.
it's just few
that
players that
nigga
don't fuck with LeBron,
KD,
but a lot of people don't hate LeBron and people
I'm
make it out to
gonna
be.
tell
man,
you the
KD
nigga.
ain't nobody's friend.
Nah, but I'm gonna tell you now the nigga KD, he don't like no fucking Kawhi though. He don't
What?
like no fucking Kawhi.
Nah,
Why?
he like Kawhi Hearn. He like Kawhi.
Nah, he don't
Oh,
respect him. Think about it. Think about
God
it.
damn it!
KD always takes slick jabs at Kawhi. He always did that
But
though.
he did say he had to pull out. He got to pull out all his whole bag when he played against Kawhi though. He
I
like
only
him.
seen
I think
one.
he like Kawhi,
I
bro.
only seen one nigga that gave KD a difficult time his whole career. That was fucking Tony Allen. That's the only nigga I ever seen give KD a problem. Tony Allen. And I was front row for that. I seen what Tony Allen
Man,
did to that nigga.
KD don't like nobody. KD a snake ass nigga. You know
Now
what I'm
KD and
saying?
LeBron fuck with each other though.
Nah, I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, just think about it, bro. Like a snake nigga. You bring a nigga around, you think y'all cool. You
All them
bring the
niggas
nigga
snakes.
around, and then the nigga go back to where he from later on down the line, and he get to he get to talking shit about you and talking about you toxic to play with. KD, how could you say that LeBron is toxic to play with when you never played with?
Nah,
If,
that was a shot at the media, bro.
Yeah,
That was a
he didn't
shot at the
necessarily say
media.
LeBron. He said that the media around LeBron.
Yeah,
He said that's why players shy from playing with LeBron because of the media. He
but
said
see
not
you
necessarily
don't
LeBron.
but
He
see
said the
this the
media
thing though,
around
you
him.
don't say
think
shit.
about this year. And that's why I called that KD and Kyrie this past season because they was more focused on the media than basketball. They were going at war with the media, and that was KD and Kyrie's biggest problem. Because KD, that was when he said that shit, that toxic environment around LeBron. That was just straight up talking about the media. They want to talk about LeBron. They want to talk about just the organization that he played for, none. It was straight at that media because that's what they be focused on. Because they care too much about what the
Okay,
motherfuckers
bro,
say.
but guess what though? Is this same media okay, bro? Let me ask you this question: is the same media toxic when the media is surrounding him and bigging him up and putting down other players and different stuff like that? Is the media toxic then? Is it toxic around him? Is it toxic to troll your own team and make up fake accounts and dog out your team? Ain't that toxic? Ain't that toxic to be arguing with kids on the internet and at the games and on the internet day in and day out, you arguing with people and shit? Ain't that toxic?
But you want that's why I said they care about what they say too much, and that's why
You know,
I hold them accountable because they more focused on the media than fucking basketball, and that caught up with their ass.
because if you ask me, bro, when he said that little toxic shit, I took that as nigga, you trying to get motherfuckers not to go and play with LeBron. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Because what position KD was if you fuck with LeBron, because you never came in. That's why I can't take that shit. The media is toxic around LeBron. Shut the fuck up, nigga. You a pass aggressive little bitch. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. The media is kind of toxic when it comes to LeBron. 'Cause think about it.
Hey, they toxic when it come to his ass too. But is it a problem? Is it addressed? No, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's the only point I'm making.
When the last time the media said anything good about Kevin Durant?
Man, maybe not this season, but the minute he beat LeBron the first time, remember, go back in
They
time,
didn't.
bro.
No, they didn't. Because
No,
A
they
lot
were.
of them
They still
was.
didn't call it. They still. They. Draymond Green said the reason KD got mad because the media was still calling LeBron the best player in the world, even after he said he feel like KD got the best LeBron in this series on the All the
Hey,
Smoke
but look
podcast.
though, but look, peep
yeah,
at that. If LeBron your man's, why would you get mad because the media is bigging him up. Oh,
Nah,
because
but
they didn't big
what any
you up.
what
Because
everybody wants. If you really want to be, if you want to be the best in the world, you want to be known as the best in the world. So a lot of niggas go see a lot of the media did this, even though I didn't like this shit, cause I don't like, cause KD he took stacking the deck to a whole nother level.
Yeah, that's the greatest
exactly.
super team in history.
And I was mad at him about this shit, and I didn't like it at all because I feel like KD was great enough to the point where that he could have overcame this shit, whether he stayed at OKC or going back home where he from to try to win a championship.
League, man. They should have went.
Yeah, so
Stayed with
I was pissed off. I was mad at KD. I called him all types of bitches and hoes when he first
Look,
did
look, look at what happened, Hearn. The nigga beat LeBron the first time. He thought that KD thought that was it. He was gonna be crowned king. Everybody was gonna be at his knees.
Hey, y'all,
And
hold
when
on.
it didn't happen,
Hey, go Mike. Hey,
he
go
got
Mike.
no.
When y'all cook T Streets, go Mike.
You was on here. You was on here. You and Mirror fried T Streets about Steph Curry. Remember that one night?
We did cook the shit out of T Streets that night.
But I get what you were saying though.
Hell yeah!
He won that first chip. They were still saying Bron was the best player. Right after Bron lost, they still said Bron was the best player in the league. Right after they won that chip.
And like a woman, he got mad. Look at them. They still won't accept me. I'm the best. I'm the one. He's not the one. Like a woman.
I'm gonna tell you. But I'm gonna tell you how he looked at it though. Is it wrong for him feeling that way? I wouldn't be no sensitive ass nigga about it. I just would have kept kicking their ass.
Yeah, they kept going. Fuck the media.
Yeah, and eventually you go say I'm the best, but his mentality was y'all didn't say that shit about LeBron when he was winning in Miami. So why you can't give me that same respect and say that I'm the
different.
best?
KD joined a 73-win team.
KD joined a team that already won a championship.
And the 73-win team. Bron joined a 48-win team that bounced in the first round.
Hey, go Mike.
KD joined a two-time MVP.
Yeah, I understand that completely. I'm just talking about how
in his prime. Yeah. He joined a Steph Curry who won 2 MVPs in his prime. When LeBron joined Wade and Bosh, they wasn't prime Wade and Bosh. Were they? I don't think they were.
Wade was for the first 2 years.
Man, Wade looked bad in that third year. Wade looked like straight.
His knees was fucking shot.
Yeah, the third year was over with, but the first 2 years, he was still flash.
Yeah,
the first 2 years.
But they won 73. They won 73 games. They won 73 games. They beat. A matter of fact, what makes it worse? You join a team that beats you. That's what makes it the.
Talking about Golden State
won, and you join the team the very next season.
Golden State.
Man, that's why I respect LeBron so much, man, because LeBron could have pulled a KD. The first time the Warriors beat his ass, let's go back. When the Spurs beat LeBron's ass, he could have joined them.
He could have joined Boston.
When the Celtics beat his ass, he could have joined them.
He won't go
when the Warriors beat his ass. When the Warriors beat his ass
in Boston, he won't go.
The Warriors when they beat his ass, he didn't go join them. No, he went and got niggas to go and beat them. So I respect that way more than I respect you getting your ass kicked and going to join them. You should have beat them. You had them down 3-1. So even with you letting them. Even with you letting them come back and beat you, KD, that still should have been the motivation. Like, yo, I had these cats down 3-1. I can beat them. And he should have came back and beat them and then met LeBron with the OKC in the finals, and he would be the man.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna say this about Golden State. I think Golden State They became unstoppable with KD, but beforehand though, I think that 73 team win is the most overrated team in history. That's to
Ooh.
me.
Yeah, because remember they almost
That's to
lost to
me.
the fucking 26 losing streak 76ers, right? That one
Yeah,
game with Harrison Barnes had to hit a three. What was it in overtime? He had hit like a game saving three, a game winning three. Like,
yeah,
God damn, you almost lost to that team?
What about James Harden taking them 7 games?
yeah,
No, I
yeah.
thought that was the next year.
Nah, but I'm talking about even the year before. I think even the year before though, was it when they won that 73 win? Did
Yeah.
they run through the West, or did they? I forgot. Did they have a tough series with Houston that year too? If
I
I'm
know
not
they
mistaken,
lost shit ton of games in the playoffs.
I think Houston. I think Houston gave them a run the year before. That year of the 73 win team, I thought Houston gave them a good shot at it before too.
I think they won in 6 or something like that.
Yeah, but I think they won the 6 because whatchamacallit got hurt.
Yeah.
Now that was the Clippers. That was actually the Clippers. Remember, because CP3 got hurt. The Clippers actually gave Golden State a good run. That 73 win thing, or it could have been the year before. Hell, I'm mixing up my years right now.
That's crazy. KD definitely should have stayed in OKC. You had it, man. Then Skip up here want to blame Westbrook. That's what he likes Kevin Durant, but then he makes excuses for everybody else. You notice that, right? So now he wants to blame Westbrook because they blew that 3-1 lead.
Man,
Who's the point guard?
I don't listen to no damn Skip Bayless. He been campaigning for Kawhi, and then he got mad because he wanted to sit out and shit, and they didn't win. He threw away his New Balances and shit. I
Yeah,
don't listen to
called him
no
number
goddamn
2.
Skip
And
Bayless.
he was supposed to be a diehard Spurs fan. Then he turned on when Kawhi left. He turned on the Spurs,
Exactly.
and you know what I'm saying? Like Skip Bayless is a cornball, man. He an
Now
old wrinkle face cornball.
fucking Dracula ass motherfucker. Now he like the Brooklyn Nets because Kevin
Yeah.
Durant's on that. Anyone with Kevin Durant's on it.
And
Yep.
y'all seen his feelings was hurt. Go back and look at when they came on after Durant lost. Look at Skip Bayless wrinkled face.
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
I'm gonna say this though. I respect if a nigga go lose though. See that's why I'm pissed off at KD. Because KD, you never had to stack the deck. If you losing like that, going out on your shield and not having a stack team, I'd rather for you to lose that way than to have a stack deck and win. I'd rather
Yeah.
for you to go out on your shield, goddamn it. You gave me your all. We still would have gave you your respect, nigga, because you never tried to overstate the deck. You never took it too far. You stood on your 10, nigga, and tried to get it done. I would respect
Yeah.
that more than
Yeah, I
goddamn
respect
you.
See,
that. He hit that
see,
shot.
the
And I
moral of
respect
the
Harden
story
too for
is
coming in.
see what we just got, what KD just got exposed for was that KD. You need help to win championships just like LeBron and everybody else. You ain't no superior. You ain't super nigga. You ain't none of that shit that you think you is. You need help too to win a championship, nigga.
And let's say this: every single body that ever played a game of basketball always needed good teammates to win. At the end of the
That's
day,
a
I
fact.
think, and the thing I hate, and that's why I was kind of disappointed when LeBron left Miami. But I also blame the Cleveland organization at that time
Well,
when he
I
left
blame
Cleveland.
it was
When
Wade,
he
man.
left
He hit
Cleveland,
fucking knees.
no, no,
Hey, bro, I talk about it all the time, bro. Like,
this is
yeah.
what I was gonna get at though. This is what I was gonna get at though. If
Yeah, go
Cleveland
ahead.
would have brought a player that LeBron could have leveled up and helped get to that superstar level in Cleveland. LeBron probably would not have never left Cleveland. Cause look, think
Man,
about it.
bro,
Think about it.
he
The
wouldn't
Bulls.
have left.
I was gonna say that's when the Bulls gave Jordan Scottie Pippen. Cause think about it. Scottie Pippen had to build himself up. The first 3 years, Scottie barely played. He was on the bench, averaged 7 points a game.
God
But
damn.
but Scotty had all that. Scotty had the potential to become the player he ended up becoming. So if Cleveland would have just gave LeBron that type of nigga, which that type of nigga would have been DeJuan Wagner if he didn't have no kidney problems, though. If DeJuan Wagner never had no kidney problems, DeJuan Wagner LeBron James, they would have been a championship dude. They probably would have been one of the best duos of all time. Cause think about it, LeBron love a point guard that
Man,
can get his own shit off. And DeJuan Wagner was that nigga before he had them kidney problems.
see, bro, us here in Ohio, bro, we know we feel exactly what you're talking about. We know that at first when LeBron left Cleveland, we was upset. I was upset too.
Don't tell me you
But
burned a
then
jersey.
nah, hell nah. Hell nah. Hell nah. You know what I'm saying? Once motherfuckers started doing that, a lot of us down here had major problems with that, like burning jerseys and all of that type of stuff. And when LeBron came back that first year and he lost, I said I had to change my mind and way I thought. I said, that's why he left. Because this motherfucker, Dan Gilbert, don't want to spend no money to get nobody over here to help LeBron. Because
Exactly.
Dan Gilbert is just like a lot of these other GM owners in the NBA. They don't really care about winning. As long as they can continue to make money, that's all they care about. LeBron made that motherfucker spend that money. Okay, Dan Gilbert got the message. Dan Gilbert thought it was a joke.
Yeah.
But he seen when LeBron came back, he seen he had to go to the bank. You
Yeah,
gotta
he
go to the
spent
bank.
that money. Yeah,
Had
he spent
Kyrie
that
been
money.
healthy, they would have fucking beat the hell out the Warriors in 2015.
Man,
Facts.
fuck that at
Shit,
DeJuan
shit.
Wagner
If
left.
Michael Jordan, that's why a lot of us got beef with the Jordans and the Kobe's, because the Kobe fans and stuff, because they downplay LeBron, they talk about him, they talk about his losses and all this and
SFA.
that. But when you go back and you look into Jordan and Kobe's fouls, Kobe was getting his ass kicked for some years. Then he over time he developed and stuff and he started winning. If you go back in
Yeah.
Jordan's foul from 1984 to 1990, Jordan was getting his ass swept and sent the fuck home. Jordan didn't win to 1991. So
Yeah.
if you go back and look at the Bulls rosters because I broke it down on my channel on my video. If you
What's the name?
go
What's your
from the
channel name?
roster from 80, Sports Critic, I'll put it in the private chat.
Yeah, I
But
got one too. All right. Yeah.
Jordan from 84 to 1990, not only was he getting his ass whooped, but the roster had changed over the years.
Yeah, they
So
kept
the
building. They
team,
kept building and getting better.
and Jordan had to develop over the years for him to start winning. So when these motherfuckers sit up here and try to act like Kobe and Michael Jordan got these perfect records where they never lost, that's bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, 6-0. Act like he only had like 6 seasons. Nah, Jordan played in the 80s. He didn't win in the 80s for 6 years. They don't mention that. Well,
I mean,
Exactly.
other bring up Ron 4-6 record.
everybody mentioned that when it comes to the LeBron James comparison. Now they mention the 80s, how he was getting his ass kicked, but it ain't no shame in getting your ass kicked. But
By
because
Larry Bird. I knew he was gonna say that. I knew it.
The
Yeah,
Boston Celtics 84-85 team,
I
they'll
know.
run through circles on a lot of teams in
Yeah,
NBA history. That's how
I
great they
defend
were.
both of them. Whenever you have comparisons,
Yeah,
I
me
defend
too.
both of them for it.
Me too.
Because Jordan up here playing, look at his teammates in the early his first couple years. Yeah, he had to go up against fucking Bird, one of the greatest teams in history.
Does Jordan go 6-0 with the Cavaliers team that LeBron had before he left?
Hell no.
What does LeBron's record look if he had Jordan's team?
It's up there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And see, my problem with a lot of people, a lot of so-called sports fans that I really don't respect them as for sports fans. If when you bring up a basketball player, the first thing you shouldn't be bringing up is they lost. Like how they, do with LeBron.
Oh,
Soon as his name is mentioned, oh, he lost. Oh, 2011. Even though we in 2021, 2011.
yeah.
Like, come on, man. That like when you think of his name, the first thing you could think of is how many he lost. The
Yeah.
man been to 10 straight finals.
But
Even
I'm
Who
in
gonna
can
his
tell
say
you,
they
wins,
did that?
nah, but I'm
even
gonna
in his
tell you,
wins, they up here critiquing his wins. The Ray
but
Allen shot, the 3 turnovers. You're not going to mention the 22 points he accounted for in the fourth quarter.
Right.
Shit
I'm
like
gonna tell
that.
you, how I compare these niggas though. I really don't like to use stats because, and Go Mike probably I know he the same way as me because when you use stats and shit, you can manipulate your argument. You can manipulate the stats to fit whatever argument you're trying to
Facts.
make. So that's why I really don't like using the argument. So when I break down the greatest players, yeah, their resume is gonna still have a part into how you rank players, but at the same time, I look at when I pertain to every single skill in basketball, that's how I compare them niggas, and
Yeah,
that's how I
yeah, Herm.
determine who the
Because
best
look, because
between the two.
because look, Herm, I rank D Wade over AI, but I think AI is more skilled than D Wade because D Wade got the better resume. I rank him over AI all the time, but it's just me.
And
I
I
mean,
want that. I want
See,
that
me and
fucking Bron
my
picture.
crew.
you can't
See,
knock
me and my
nobody. You can't knock nobody because people say D Wade the third best shooting guard of all time. So I really can't. I really can't knock you for saying that. So I could kind of agree with that because at the end of the day, resume always gonna play a part. So that will always be included to how you rank motherfuckers. But I look at every overall skill pertaining to basketball to determine who's better between the two. Because the accomplishments LeBron did, making it to 10 straight finals and all this shit, that's a hell of an accomplishment in itself. So
Mm-hmm.
that's on his resume that he did that. Whether he lost most of the motherfuckers or not, it don't matter. He did that.
Right.
But
and see, me and my niggas, we deal with, me and my squad, we deal with, we facts gang because, you right, the numbers can be used to, for manipulation. But see, the thing is, the motherfuckers who do that type of shit, want to manipulate the stats and shit, is the ones that want to bring up the stats against LeBron.
Like SMF,
You know what I'm
motherfuckers like them,
saying? So
motherfuckers like
then when you
SMF.
come back and you show them numbers and it don't match up with a motherfucker talking about, facts is always better than opinion.
oh, my brother
Opinions is
Ron
cool.
Ton here. My brother
Hold on,
Yeah,
here.
it
J-Mar
was,
said.
Mike.
J-Mar said Jordan's competition age. Hold on, when he started winning.
But sports critic, just to build on what you saying, we see the
I don't
brother
agree with
SMF.
that.
He be bringing crazy damn facts.
What you say, bro?
My brother Ron Ton, my brother, boy.
Yeah, that nigga
What's
SF,
happening,
man,
fellas?
Hey, Ron
he bring
Ton,
up
hey,
Kobe in
you
every.
know how me and you be cooking this shit, man, on this shit. Like, how you feel about when you comparing players? Do you base it off of all skills pertaining to the basketball court plus the resume, or do you base it strictly off resume and then you go with the skills with it?
I,
How,
I'm,
how you
I'm,
overall rank player?
I'm gonna tell you how I do it, bro. Because they got a saying where I'm from, man. Men lie, numbers lie. I mean, women lie, men lie, but numbers don't. But numbers will mislead you, yo. If we're gonna go based off of just statistics, then okay, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar probably the best player to ever play. Me personally, I go off the eye test, man.
Yep.
I go off the eye test.
So you don't go off when did that person win? How did they lead their team?
J-Mar, the
That's
Pistons, they
part
were still
of
in
it.
No,
their late
That
20s.
always gonna be
no,
part of
no,
it.
no, no, no. Listen, you
Fuck
always
with
got the
that.
circumstances. Like, let's take
Right.
for example this year, like Giannis. Yeah, he's the champion, but everybody know, damn, 80% of the stars in the league was hurt the year he won it. You feel me?
Facts.
So I could understand somebody saying, man, I kind of got an asterisk by his shit. You feel me? And I could understand somebody saying, yo, listen, it don't matter. He lined up and played his team versus another team. And what I respect is Giannis was one of the superstars that got hurt and came back and played. You feel me? But it be different circumstances to about the greatest of all time. It's all about what your criteria want. What you want is a criteria. If you're looking at a person who like buckets, you're gonna have a different opinion than somebody who like a person who watched the all around game. I'm gonna keep it real. I was just surfing the channels, right? And they got this young boy who was a LeBron James fan, right? And he goes back and he watched all the highlights from all the great players. Man, this dude just watched Magic Johnson highlights and was like, yo, what the fuck was that? You feel me? He's watching the highlights while he doing the YouTube channel and he's showing you what you're watching. He like, yo, this what I missed? Missing Magic Johnson. Dude was born in 2002 or some shit like that. So he like, yo, this is what I missed. And then they doing people who doing interviews and Jerry West went to say something about Magic Johnson. He like, damn, who was that white dude? I said, damn. I said, yo, listen. I said, these young dudes don't even know the history, even though I'm not mad because the young boy, he just turned 22. So he wouldn't know nothing about Jerry West. You feel me?
Well, yeah, he young. He 22. He's still
right.
So I know Jerry West.
But that don't mean that because growing up, shit, a motherfucker was studying.
Listen, think about this, y'all. He had never even seen Magic Johnson play. All he's heard was about Magic and how he might have been the greatest Laker. When he seen the highlights, he like, wait a minute, this type of stuff was going on in the 80s and 90s basketball?
You're missing out. Show him Larry Bird, goddammit.
Yo, no, listen, the three people he watched in 3 days in a row. He watched Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas, and Magic Johnson was his last one.
Shit, look at Larry Bird highlights.
Listen, no, and when he was saying, he like, yo, man, I thought Isaiah and Larry Bird was tough. And he went to seeing all the shit Magic was doing, and they went to talk about how he won a championship when he was 20, fresh off an NCAA title. Then he heard the story about how Kareem blew his ankle out, and he went to his coach like, yo, I'll start center today. He said, yo, this dude did all this shit at 20. He like, oh, shit, LeBron, you got to step your game up. He like, this man came in the league and won him a championship at 20 as a rookie. And that's what I was telling him. I said, yo, bro.
You seen the video?
But that's different, though.
You seen the video he did when he was looking strictly at nothing but Michael Jordan passing, and he was like, I didn't even know Mike would pass.
Hell yeah, because the media will feed it to you and say he wasn't good at passing. Shannon Sharp. You were listening to guys like that. Jordan could have passed. Jordan, if he can't pass, how come he average 6 assists?
Hey, yo, the motherfuckers say, oh, man, Mike couldn't shoot threes. I said, yes, Mike could. He just chose not to. He knew where his bread and butter was at.
He only shot 1.7 threes a game.
I said he knew where his bread and butter was at. I said, but if Mike played in the game today, please don't think Mike couldn't have been out there shooting threes like everybody else.
Oh, my God.
But look, though, you got to think about it like this. That's fandom. That's fanboy shit. You can use that with any other player. They got their fans. That's the problem with the NBA community. We got fanboys.
Hey, yo, I wrote him a message because he from this era. You feel me? And I wrote him a message, and now he responded to me. I said, you like Kevin Durant? And he was like, hell yeah. I said, well, if you like Kevin Durant, go back and check out a healthy T-Mac clips.
Ooh,
I said, go back and watch a healthy T-Mac. I said, people talk about they ain't never seen nobody like Durant before. I said, y'all's a fucking lie. I said, we seen him more athletic.
The first year,
I said, he was the athletic version of Kevin Durant. I said, he learned to shoot. I said, that motherfucker Jimmy was wet.
And he could pass.
Yeah, I said he was more athletic than Durant. You feel me? I said, so, yeah.
That first year in Orlando, whew.
And he was a 6'8" shooting guard.
There was one person in the league fucking with Tracy McGrady that was Kobe Bryant.
Kobe, yep.
That was the only person in the league at Tracy McGrady height, at the pinnacle of his career before he got injured. The only person that was fucking with that nigga was Kobe Bean Bryant, bro.
And he was giving Kobe buckets too.
And I know y'all remember that era. At that time, you either got T-Mac or Kobe. Whose side you on?
Mm-hmm. And you heard what Kobe said it. He said, man, this motherfucker could do everything I could do when he's 3 inches tall.
Oh, goddamn.
Hey, T-Mac was a dog, man. That shit hurt my heart. He got hurt.
Hey, yo, people don't understand how good that dude was before he got hurt, man. I said, man,
And Ron
T-Mac
Tom
had the capability of being the best small forward of all time if he'd have never got injured,
and
yo.
Ron Tom T-Mac actually played the best defense on Kobe too, but a lot of
Yep.
niggas didn't realize.
That's a fact, man.
But
I never.
why they always want to bring up his downfall? They say he didn't make it out the first round virgin, all that dumb shit.
Man, listen, man.
They
First of
talk about
all,
That was in
Fame, I
Atlanta.
think.
He made it past the first round in Houston.
In Houston, yeah.
listen, they could use all that, but how many great players, man? This is what I hate about people when they talk about, oh, he never got out the first round. I say, yo, bro. I said, let's think about all the NBA players, right? Let's just think about this by 10-year decades, right? Let's think about how hard it is for an NBA championship, right?
Right.
In the 80s, from 1980 to 1991, that's a 10-year NBA period. It's 11 years, but that's a 10-year NBA calendar year, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said, you think about this. I said, you think about all the great players in the 80s. I said, let me break it down to you like this. Magic got 5, Bird got 3, Isaiah got 2, and Dr. J got 1. You got 4 people that hold all the titles in the 80s. Now you think about all the great players that was in that 80s going into that 90s era.
Yeah.
Like you think about that. Nigga, Hakeem Olajuwon had to wait 10 fucking years.
Right.
You feel me? So
yeah, you gotta remember Olajuwon did make it to the finals in the 80s. You just
bro. That's because these niggas got this delusion, brother, that motherfuckers that you supposed to come into the league winning championships and shit.
Yeah.
Like
that shit is an anomaly, bro. Listen, when you see shit like that, nigga, you call it Magic Johnson, nigga, because that shit is an anomaly.
Yeah, it doesn't
Why
happen.
you think he the last rookie to win a championship?
And the MVP.
That shit is an anomaly, bro.
Should have been Kareem, but I know what I gave it to him.
Right, but you think about this, bro. Just think about listen from the GOAT conversation. Will we all agree that the majority of the conversation go to MJ as far as being the GOAT, as far as in the public perception?
Yeah, about 95% of
it. Okay. So now you think about this. That nigga Michael Jordan took 8 years to win his first chip. He got his ass whooped a lot. It just happened in the Eastern Conference.
Right.
Yeah.
People talk about the first round and all that shit. Yo, Michael Jordan made the playoffs winning only 38 games one year, bro. They was below 500. Somebody had to take
bro,
the
they forget about this, bro. They forget about what you're talking
Jordan,
about, bro.
Jordan
and you know who makes them forget about what you're talking about?
Except for 12 games, though. He only played 12
Bron
games.
haters.
And that's what critics be talking about. People forget about certain shit like that.
Yeah, and like I had to remind him.
But y'all know who made everybody forget about everything? Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless changed the way. Skip Bayless has changed the way that the game is looked at. Skip Bayless is the one.
Let me tell you. I fucked the young boy up because he didn't know how tough Isaiah Thomas was, right? I said, man, Zeke was the truth. He was like, man, was he good like that? I said, bro, let me tell you like this. He's the only person in NBA history that got Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, and Magic Johnson head on his shelf, nigga. I said, he's the only person who beat Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and Michael Jordan, nigga.
And can shoot, dribble, pass, all that shit.
I said, he got all 3 of them niggas heads on his mantle, bro. I said, he's the only person to beat all 3. I said, Zeke don't get enough credit in NBA history.
And see, this another thing, y'all. See, we be hearing a lot of these dudes talking, and just because they got a little bit of bass in their voice and shit, they sound like they old. They, like they a certain age, but they not. Because a lot of these motherfuckers didn't even watch Jordan, Magic, and Bird, and a lot of these cats was just born in the 90s. See, it's different. What being able to talk about Jordan. Let's say if you was born in the 80s, I was born in 81. So by the time the 1990 came and 91 came and all of that, all the way up until the late 90s, I watched Jordan. I watched all of these dudes. So what I say is more valid than what a motherfucker talking about who in his 20s
Yeah, bro.
that was a
Listen,
baby when Jordan was playing.
But
hey, yo,
I
you
ain't
know
gonna
what?
say that though. I ain't gonna say
You
that
know,
because you got niggas that are students of the game and they'll study the history. So I'm not gonna discredit
hey,
everybody that's
that,
young.
hey, yo,
I mean, it's one
that's
thing to
just like
study
me.
the history, but it's another thing to have watched the history. You know what I'm
That's a fact,
saying?
yo, and that's just like me because I'm a '70s baby. I was born in '76, right? So
Okay.
I got a chance. I started liking the Lakers when I was 7 years old, fucking with my uncle. My uncle
Okay.
was a pimp. You feel me? He was a pimp, and this nigga had money. You feel me? And of course, he liked it, the finer things in life. So
Right.
when it came down to it, he liked it, the Los Angeles Lakers and basketball, right? Just because it was Showtime. That was that pimp era. You feel me? That yo, it's
Right.
Showtime, and so
Hey,
I started, and it's crazy because he was one of the first people I knew who had cable television. I used to watch Laker games on ABC tape delay at his house, bro. They didn't play the Lakers
okay.
game to the next day. You feel me? And
Okay.
I'm watching this shit that this dude Magic Johnson doing with the ball, and I'm like, I've never seen nobody make the ball disappear like this dude.
At
I like
six
this dude is.
nine.
And listen, so this is how I fell in love with Magic. Had me fall in love with the Lakers, and I've been a Laker fan ever since. I'm talking about. I go back to when Sedell Threet was our backup point guard. You feel me? I tell a nigga, if you don't know who Sedell Threet is, bitch, you ain't a Laker fan. You feel me? So I could go through all that.
Bro, a lot of old school dudes that I've talked to that was born in the 60s and born in the 70s, man, it's a lot of Laker fans, man.
Because yeah, you can think about it, they had Jerry West there, so they was doing a lot of winning. They had
Yeah.
Wilt Chamberlain there, so they was doing a lot of winning. They weren't winning the chip, but Jerry West went to like 9 straight finals in a row, some shit like that.
I think
And
it
only
was
got like
11, nigga. I think it was
and
11.
only
Bro.
got like 1 chip out of it. So the Lakers was used to winning, but it's just like us, y'all. When I was growing up, yeah, I got treated to Magic, Jordan, the end part of Dr. J, Isaiah, Larry Bird Prime. But then it take for my uncles and my dad to say, man, listen here, you talk about him, but that motherfucker George Gervin from their era, when they went to talk about their era and they talk about, and it's just like me talking to the young boys now. I'm like, George Gervin, hold on, let me go. You know what I mean? Even though I know what's up with the ice, man. But you feel me? But now with the technology out now, man, you can look up anybody. But that's like my uncle and my dad telling me, man, you ain't never got a chance to see Oscar Robertson play. You thought that nigga was tough. You should have seen the Big O. You feel me? You should have seen Connie Hawkins. You start naming dudes where it's like, damn. Elgin, like he told me, he like, man, Elgin Baylor probably one of the baddest motherfuckers I ever seen lace up a pair of sneakers.
Yeah, a lot of the OGs that was around that era would say Elgin Baylor the best small forward of all time.
Swear to
Man,
God, that like
a lot of OG dudes that was born in the 60s and 70s that I know and I've talked to, man, they all scream Lakers, man. Like, I mean,
Yeah, my uncle a
you
Lakers
really
fan.
don't
Yeah.
know how big the Lakers got, the Lakers fans, status is, man. Like, it's a lot more Laker fans than we could ever imagine, man.
But you gotta look at
listen,
it though. You gotta
we
look at it
we
too.
are
It wasn't that many teams either back then. So
listen, we
a lot of our kind, they love the Lakers naturally because it
right.
wasn't that many teams,
And then
and
you
it
think about
represented
it,
the Lakers represented our culture back
yes,
in them
think
times.
about it. And their biggest opposition was a bunch of white boys. Think about all the racism that was
Yeah.
going on in the 70s and the early 80s and all that. So they quite naturally by fate hated Boston. Who's Boston biggest ops? The Lakers. We gonna love these niggas because these niggas ain't nothing but a bunch of niggas that like to show off when they play basketball.
Yeah.
And they was good
Yeah.
at it too.
You feel me? So like
Yeah,
people
man.
don't.
That's why you got to give love. You got to give love to everybody. I don't care if you a champion or not, man. You came through them NBA doors. You still a legend to me, man. Like, I wasn't raised off of judging dudes by how many rings they had and shit. This is this new age Skip Bayless bullshit. I grew up in the 90s watching Jordan as a diehard Cavalier fan, watching Mark Price, watching Sean Kemp, watching Grandmama, watching
Ooh,
Sam
I want
Cassell,
to ask you a
watching
question, right?
Hey
Sean
yo,
Kemp,
I
watching
want to
I'm
ask you a
glad you
man.
question.
brought him up,
I want
bro.
to ask
Because you see how everybody keep going crazy about Zion Williams. Oh, we never seen nothing like it. I said, bitch, yes we did. His name was Larry Johnson from UNLV.
We had
I
Sean
said, yes
Kemp
the
too,
fuck we
and
did.
Sean Kemp too.
That's a
Man, we
fact.
had so many great dudes. Jordan was great, but there was a lot of everybody was great in the 90s to me. Yeah, Jordan he was a little bit more popular, but everybody, Charles Barkley ain't got no ring, but he's still Sir King to me. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
saying?
tell you what, they can talk about they
Lonzo Mourning and the mailman and give props to everybody who put their sweat and tears on that court, whether they're a
that's a
champion or
fact.
not.
Hey yo, and the funny part about it, they could put them together all champions team, nigga. I said, nigga, give me the 80s and the 90s, and I could find 10 niggas who didn't win a championship. Put that team together, and they'd be just as good as any team that got a team full of championships. When you telling me I could put Karl Malone and Charles Barkley and Patrick Ewing on the same fucking team, and these niggas ain't got no chip to show for it, bro, we could play with any
Patrick
fucking body.
Ewing, Anthony Mason.
You feel me? Dominique Wilkins, all these players that never
Dominique
won a
Wilkins.
championship. You feel me? All these players that never won a championship. You got enough great players in the top 50 that never won a championship, bro. And I said, do you know how hard it is to win an NBA championship? I said, why do you think the back? Yep. I said, why do you think the back-to-back and the three-peat is celebrated so much? Because this shit rarely happens. It's usually a new champion damn near every year. Now you think about this shit, right? Let me tell you how in 20 years, right? Let's take Kobe Bryant and Tim Duncan 20-year career, right? Between the two of them, out of them 20 years, them motherfuckers got 10 championships. So where the other 10 at? Between those two players alone, they got 10 championships apiece. I mean, combined together in a 20-year period. Think about all that's only two teams. There's still 28 other teams in the NBA. So in 20 years, these two franchises are going to win 10 championships, and the other 28 teams got to split up the other 10. Think about that. Championships are hard to come by, bro. It's hard to get to a championship. And that's why I tell people when they talk about LeBron, oh, this nigga lost 6 championships. I said, yo, y'all looking at it as the wrong way. I said, you ever stop and think about it? This bitch been to 10 championships?
They always expect them to win and shit.
I said, you got somebody like Charles Barkley who only made it as great as Charles Barkley was. And you can't, nobody tell me how, nigga, that was one of my favorite players round the rebound. I got his alpha flights when they first came out in the 6th grade. The Nike cross trainers with the strap on them. I got them shit. Charles Barkley was the man. And that man only got 1 finals appearance throughout his career, y'all. 1. Sean Payton Sean Kemp got 1 finals appearance on his resume. Gary Payton caught another one late with Miami Heat, but yeah,
man, we gotta give these guys all these men they flowers, man. I didn't grow up with all of this talk where niggas breaking down finals and first rounds and second rounds. I didn't grow up around that type of talk. This is this Skip Bayless bullshit. I keep stressing it, and I'm gonna keep stressing it. I didn't grow up hearing dudes judging dudes off of how many championships they had or finals MVPs and this other type of shit, losing in the first round, second. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it was just the love of the game. You know, my pops, you know, is a diehard Cavaliers fan. That's where I get this shit from. Plus, I'm from Northeast Ohio. I'm everything Ohio. You know what I'm saying? And sitting down as a little boy, you know what I'm saying? Shout out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my Cleveland Browns. Shout out to Ohio State University, Youngstown State, or everything Ohio. You know what I'm saying? And you 3-3-0 Northeast, baby. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I watched the game with my father. We didn't just watch Cavalier games. We watched everybody who played.
Mm-hmm.
There was no talks with my dad and his homies and shit. This nigga he a loser. This nigga. I remember this back in 1986, and this nigga stacking the deck and stat this nigga stat pattern. I never heard this type of shit because that stat pattern shit. I like to touch on that. The way I watched the game, I thought that your stats is what make you.
Yeah, that's a very big part of it.
You know
That's a
what I'm
very big
saying?
part of it.
And they done changed the names of different stuff. Like for instance, when the last time y'all heard the word ball hog? I ain't heard that shit in years.
When Russell
Right.
Westbrook, they talk about
La-
Westbrook, they call him ball hog.
You,
And they
hey,
call
I ain't heard it
Bron
like
one
I
too.
used to hear it. You know, three
hey yo,
point shots, all these three
I'm
point
gonna tell
shots now and
I'm gonna
shit.
tell you why
That
you
three
don't hear
point shot
ball hog
shit
no more.
cool.
I'm gonna tell you why you don't hear ball hog no more, and I love it. That's because they changed that phrase to the Mamba mentality. That's why you don't
Yeah,
hear that shit no more. Because nigga, if you a ball hog
yeah.
now, they tell you got the Mamba mentality.
Well, if it ain't, let's talk about Bron here. Call you a ball hog, the most hated superstar in history.
Hey, listen, I tell them because I don't heard people do crazy shit. Like I never really was a LeBron James fan. I always had respect for the kid. You feel me? Ever since they played McQuaid High School, a high school out of my town. His senior year in high school, they played McQuaid High School. They was the number 2 team in the nation. St. Mary's of Vincent was number 1. They played down in North Carolina. I've been following this kid since then, right? I done heard people get on this, not on this platform, but on platforms and call this man a role player.
Oh, I heard
And I
that
said,
too.
Oh
and
Yeah.
I
That
said, wait
Chris
a minute,
Webber
hold up.
is better than him. I
And
heard
I
that.
said, wait a minute, hold up. I said, no, listen.
that boy
I'm a
James.
I'm a Magic Johnson fan. People ask me who's the greatest basketball player ever. I said Magic Johnson because he's the only person I know that could play 1 through 5. I said and he proved it. I said he played all 5 positions, bro. He changed the game. I said the great ones changed the game. I said he revolutionized the game with the fast break. You feel me? And added his flair to it. I said the same way Steph revolutionized the 3-point shot. He revolutionized fast break basketball. You got to think about it. Before, it was Oscar Robinson backing you down, shooting that little 15-footer over you, or them throwing it into the big man, and they getting closer to the basket as can, and them niggas dunking it or laying that bitch up. That was 70s basketball. Magic ushered in a whole new style of basketball. A
Hey
whole new
man,
style, and he was doing.
I used to love how Magic used to come up the court with that ball. I used to be like a little boy watching TV, like, ooh, look at him. You know what I'm saying? He come up. Y'all remember how Magic Johnson used to come up the court with that ball, and he used to have that look in his eye. You already
Mm.
know what time it is.
Hey yo, you know what the little nigga was saying when he was watching the video? He said, "Yo, I ain't never seen a motherfucking natural born killer that smiled this much, yo." He said, "Yo, everything this nigga did, he smiled, but this nigga was a fucking killer, yo." I said, "That was magic." I
Yeah,
said, "Nigga, that nigga put
Magic,
his
bro.
best friend
yeah.
in the finals, nigga, to let that nigga know, nah, it ain't about to go down." I said, Isaiah Thomas was that best friend, nigga.
And
That
see,
nigga pushed that nigga. I said, that nigga pushed that
and
nigga
see,
dead
this
the
my
fuck down.
thing, man. Like that 3 point shot bullshit. I ain't too much of a fan of that 3 point shot because me watching the game in the '90s and shit. Man, you got your rep off of
Dunking
taking
on
a
a
nigga
nigga.
to the
Remember,
hole.
that was the most exciting play in basketball when you got dunked on.
You know what I'm saying? You got your accolades back in the '90s for taking a nigga to the hole, whether if you dunked it on a nigga, fade away. You know what I'm saying? You had to get down in the peel. Cause see, I played football and basketball. I played football. I was a defensive tackle, and for basketball, I was a center. So, I loved, watching, Shaq and them,
Contact, right.
smacking balls out of niggas' hands and taking balls and shit. And I always was a big dude anyway. So that's what my father had taught me, like, son, you know what I'm saying? Don't walk around this motherfucker being big for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Take that ball from these niggas. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what I did as a center. My little bro, he was point guard. You know what I'm saying? So, since seeing niggas taking you to the hole, or you taking a nigga to the hole, that was way more exciting than a 3-point shot. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If
And
you
think
you
about
gotta
this.
you gotta get past me, nigga. You want to get that, you want to the score, come get it. Get past me and get to that hoop.
Hey, yo, and think about this. If, nigga, that was like the Bermuda Triangle, that 15-foot rectangle box called the paint. If you went in that bitch, you might not come back out. If you did, you might have came back out on the stretcher. Niggas didn't play that in the 90s. You had to be a man to play down in the paint.
Facts.
You had to get ready for an elbow thrown your way, nigga slamming you on your neck, anything to stop you from getting to the basket.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, even Jordan knew he had to get in that hole. He had to get past you. He had to freak you. He had to get to you. It was all that 3-point shit, that shit don't mean nothing. Going downtown is where it matters. Neither you got that ball in the hole, or the last thing you remember, like you said, bro, that ball is in the audience somewhere. Somebody holding it for you for when you get up off the ground.
Hey, yo,
You know what I'm saying?
that's a fact. That's a fact. But let me show you how irrelevant the 3-point shot done made, how the media done made it seem like this is all a basketball, right? I just watched this fool Skip Bayless say some shit, and Shannon Sharp served him. You telling me, Shannon said, if we're going to go by the premise of whoever won the championship is the best player, he said, we got to give it to Giannis. He's steady hollering, oh no, but KD outplayed him. KD stepped on the line. And then Shannon said, hold up, wait a minute. When LeBron outplayed everybody on Golden State and they lost, you said that don't matter, they lost.
Exactly.
So now that you said KD outplayed everybody on Milwaukee, the fact of the matter is, Skip, they still lost. Yeah. But I said, yo, this dude really hate LeBron James. I said, because I didn't think about it like that until Shannon put it in that context. I said, oh, this nigga Skip is a bona fide hater. And then it started making me think. I said, I'm thinking he get paid for these takes. I said, there's no way in the world he can be a bigger hypocrite.
He just got an extension of the $20-something million last month or something like that.
Yeah. I think that he get paid to take them stances. Cause I'm like, man, ain't nobody in their right mind gonna sit up here and say the shit this motherfucker saying, yo.
It's bullshit.
You moving the goalpost, so when it's LeBron, the rules are set. But when it's KD, you can say, oh no, cause KD got bro. Just like I told him, I said I didn't agree with LeBron James forming a super team in Miami, but it is what it is. You feel me? I said, and guess what? When KD ran his ass to Golden State, I said, and then took his ass over to Brooklyn, I said, because with him, Kyrie, Spencer Dinwiddie, Karis LeVert, Jared Allen, Joe Harris, that was enough to make a run at the championship this year. I said, you niggas went and got James Harden. I said, so if LeBron gonna get that same smoke, KD gonna get that same smoke. Nigga, all your championships got asterisks by it. And you probably the best player in the league, bro. But since we're gonna go by that criteria,
I gotta disagree. I always disagree with motherfuckers with that Miami situation, because the way that I look at it, I don't look at it as in LeBron with the super team shit, because that was Wade's team.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? LeBron joined the team. It ain't like LeBron went over there. They make it seem like LeBron went over there and got all these other motherfuckers, when we forget, if anybody made decisions on who came, it was D Wade, because it was his team.
Listen, the only reason why that shit went to Miami is because Dwayne and LeBron told them they wasn't going to Toronto, wasn't nobody going to Cleveland. If Dwayne Wade was in New York, that shit was gonna happen. They just picked the best spot for him, which Dwayne Wade had to happen to had the best spot for him. You get what I'm saying? They had already discussed that shit in the Olympics. But what people fail to realize, it wasn't supposed to be Chris Bosh. It was supposed to be Carmelo Anthony.
Carmelo, exactly.
But he fucked around and made them trade him to New York and took the money. So he wasn't a free agent that year. They all did it as free agents. You feel me? But I didn't like the shit at first, but then I grew to respect it because it made me realize how LeBron took the power from the owners and put it in the players' hands. I said, damn, this
Hey,
nigga's a
hey, you
boss,
know
yo.
what, OG? And you know what, OG? What you just said, that's the realest shit that's probably gonna be said today. Like, that's the biggest part that motherfuckers is, they talk down on LeBron and he does this, he does that. Man, LeBron made your favorite player. He changed the game to where you niggas' favorite players can make their own decisions and sitting around getting big checks and living
That's a
big
fact.
and making their own decisions and running their own life. Because what these same motherfuckers don't talk about is they forget there was a point in time in the NBA where the black man didn't have a say so in shit. All
Yep.
he was basically made to do was go out here and win money for Massa. Massa was able to control the black man's destiny to what team he went to and what help he got to whatever
Yep.
team he already owned and shit like that. LeBron changed the game for everybody.
Eh,
So when
eh,
motherfuckers sit up and
mhm.
try to act like LeBron got all this power and he doing this and he doing that, the player that you say is better than LeBron is the reason that motherfucker living the lifestyle he want to live.
Hey, yo, and that's 100% facts, my nigga. And listen, until I got a few years past that Miami run, I, I didn't look at it like that until I was in a barbershop and this OG was talking to us. And he like, man, how y'all gonna get mad at the black man for taking control of his own destiny?
Ooh.
And I said, damn. I said, damn. I
That's
said,
all
yo,
you
I
see
never
is
looked
nothing
at
but black men get mad at LeBron.
and I said, damn. And when he broke it down to me just like I broke it down, he said, man, and I said, yo, he right. I said, cause you signed that 5-year contract with a team. I said, nigga, they trade your ass after the first year if they get mad at you, and you can't say shit about it.
Look how dang good, bro. Listen, I'm from Ohio. Ohio is
Mhm.
a racist. Ohio is a racist motherfucking state, bro. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Look, bro. Everything that we talking about, bro, is you, man. Listen, whoever out there listening, listen to what we talking about. Listen to what we telling y'all. See, the way they did LeBron was Massa, aka Dan Gilbert. Massa said, "Oh, we just gonna let this nigger just bring us all this money. We gonna let him get his deals and stuff, but we gonna get paid off of that too. And we gonna make this nigga we gonna work this nigga his whole career. We ain't gonna spend no money to help this nigga. We ain't gotta win no championships. All we gotta do is keep the doors open and make enough money
Mhm.
to make it look good.
Yep.
We got Kunta. Yeah, Kunta think he winning, but we the ones really winning. And when Kunta woke up and said, Massa, today is your last day. And when Kunta walked off, Paul Massa cried. You see what he did? Y'all see what he did to LeBron? Called him niggas and all types of shit, man. You know what us blacks had to deal with. A lot of us blacks was mad at LeBron for leaving, but we had to deal with a lot of white motherfuckers down here because they was calling him niggas, burning his jerseys and all. We had to put motherfuckers in line. Like, okay, we understand y'all mad, but now y'all on some bullshit. You know
Right.
what I'm
Right.
saying? And,
Right.
and, and LeBron, when he took control of his destiny and became, who he was and won them chips in Miami, LeBron said, well, listen here, Massa. I'ma come back home. But when I come back home this time, Master, you gonna work for me.
That's a
You gonna
fact,
give me you gonna give me everything I want. You gonna give
nigga.
me every player I want. You gonna give me everything I want, everything I need. And if I wake up in the morning and my mail is late, your ass is mine, Massa.
That's
And
a
you know
fact.
what
Look at
Massa said? Massa
okay.
said, Okay, son. Okay, come on back. Come on back. I give you whatever you want. I even give you
Hey,
my wife.
hey, yo, think about this. LeBron went back. He demanded Tristan Thompson got 80 million and then got Shumpert and J.R. Smith 40 million apiece, yo. I
Bro,
said,
he
this
got
nigga looking
everybody
out for his
covered.
man. I said, he looking out for his man. He even looked out for Damon Jones, bro. Like, I'm sitting there like, yo, LeBron is the man. And he
Bro,
showed it.
he looked out for all the niggas that he grew up with, from Akron, looked out for them, got them money. Bro, you know how many jobs was down here in Ohio because of LeBron when LeBron was playing for the Cavs, bro?
Yeah, yo, I remember them saying something like that. Like Northeast Ohio ended up losing like 40% of its value once LeBron left because that's how many jobs him by himself had opened up in the Northeast area. Not
Bro,
saying that he owns
let
shit.
me tell you something, OG. Let me tell you something, OG. I'm gonna tell all y'all on the panel and that's listening. Man, y'all missed out on the LeBron parties in Cleveland. Oh my God. The when LeBron his first years with the Cavs, man, LeBron was throwing parties in Cleveland like every other week and shit like that. Like, man, Cleveland used to be banging, bro. Them LeBron James parties, bro. Y'all
You
missed it.
Right.
were.
Y'all missed it, bro. I'm from Warren. I'm an hour and some change away from Cleveland. Um, a half an hour away from Youngstown. 45 minutes away from Akron, about an hour from Canton. So, man, Northeast Ohio used to be rocking them LeBron parties, y'all. Y'all missed
Right.
them, man. Them people used to jump. Man, you had LeBron just coming in the game, and you had niggas like Slim Thug and Scarface and all these niggas in their lyrics. They rapping about LeBron James. Like, dude just amazing, man. Like, whether you like him or not, you got to give him his credit, man. And black fist up to him, man, for taking,
Hey,
controlling
yo,
his own
but this
destiny
let,
and
let me now let me
making it
ask
to
you a
where we
question.
go ahead.
Okay, now this is just me, right? Out of all these motherfuckers who say they don't like LeBron James, I ask them why. I said, how the fuck you don't
Right.
like somebody you don't even know? I said, you never met the man a day in your life, yo. I said, so
But
how the
Skip
fuck can
Bayless
you not
told him
like
not
him?
to.
I said, how the fuck can you not like a motherfucker that you never met? I said, you don't
Right.
even know this motherfucker. And you talk about, I hate
Exactly.
that motherfucker. I said, you don't even
Exactly.
know the man. I said, the
Right.
nigga might be the coolest nigga on the face of the fucking earth, yo. I said,
Exactly.
you don't even know this man. So you hate him up off the decisions that he made. I said, man, every time I thought, they told me self-preservation was the number one law of nature. And that man always did what was best for him and his family. How the fuck is you gonna hate a
Yeah.
motherfucker for that?
They don't want to believe that. They don't
Yeah.
want
Just
to
like, hey
think
yo,
like
just
that.
like after talking to that OG, I had put the Kevin Durant moving perspective. He said, think about it. He said Kevin Durant had a chance to go get all his money, all his championships, and extend his career 3 years playing for Golden State because he ain't got to do everything, and go play in California and get fucking Silicon Valley techs. Why the fuck wouldn't I make that move if it was allowed to me? It ain't
Yeah.
like he did. Fuck. And then when you think about it, right, yo, the nigga ain't even have Golden State on his list. The nigga was really about to go to Boston, y'all.
Yeah, I seen that.
He was really
That
until
was
them niggas flew out there and was like, "Yo, come on, bro, we got the money. We moved Harrison Barnes.
Hey,
We got the money that you can get, and we about to go run it up." Kevin
wasn't
says,
wasn't the
"Shit,
Clippers on that list too?
yeah,
Yeah, but
hey
you get to
man,
play with
that
Curry
would
and
have been
Clay. You play with that.
And
If
listen,
KD would have
and
went to
listen,
the
and the
if KD
Lakers was
would have
on
went
that
to
list.
Boston, if
And,
KD would have went to Boston, that would have been nasty.
listen, and the
or
Lakers was on that list until Stephen A. Smith fucked it up and put it out there because he found out from his peoples that the nigga was going to LA and the nigga did the shit just to spite Stephen A. Smith, just to prove him wrong. Because he wanted to prove him like he didn't know who he talked about.
Oh man.
Like,
and
listen, when a nigga tell you, that's just like my man from Northeast Ohio, you feel me? Like, if that's like you saying, yo, I live right next door to this nigga and I fuck with this nigga every day. You feel me? I fuck with this nigga daughter, whatever. Like, me and this nigga is tight. The nigga low key going to LA. He don't want nobody to know though. And you get that information and you go on national TV, be like, I got from a reliable source. I know for a fact.
Right.
He started looking like, yo, who in my circle leaked this shit out? You feel me? So now I got to do something. I got to do something.
Stephen A. Smith knew what he was doing, just like a lot of these other sports
Hey,
commentators.
yo, but if you go
They know
back
what
and
they
when you
was
see him
doing.
talk about that, like you think about that when you see a nigga get objective like that and he like, yo, nigga, I know for a fact, nigga, I'm telling you, he basically knows something you don't know. You feel me? He been told something that y'all, the public, don't know. But I know for a fact, and that shit was never supposed to get out.
What?
I read an article and they said that Stephen A. Smith killed LA chances of they said the article was like basically saying we could have returned to glory a few years earlier because we was definitely on Kevin Durant target.
it's 10 minutes to 2.
Yeah.
You will be a
Cause bro,
fool
you
to
know
not
what's
think
crazy,
that
bro?
these NBA players don't watch FS1 and all these other sports shows. You'll be a fool to think they don't. They sit and they watch. Well, wherever these players is at kicking it, they got DVRs if they can't be around at the time it's on. But they be watching this shit. I
Hey,
mean,
yo, they don't even got a DVR it. All they got to do is jump. All they got to do is jump on YouTube and watch the clip. Wherever they at,
yeah,
they could be in the middle of a fucking meeting and they could watch that shit.
yeah.
So like,
or
they
while they
hear
working
everything.
out and stuff. Or when they working out and stuff.
Yeah, they see and hear everything. They public relations person going to tell them what's going on in the media, yo.
Hey,
The people who in charge of their public relations going to let them know that.
Facts, bro.
Hey man, I'm just the type of nigga that feel like this, man. You know, it don't make you no man to stay your whole career at one team and go out without no championships. You know what I'm saying? And when you could have had a chance to be a champion, and I hear a lot of people say, oh, the loyalty towards the team and all this and that. Well, what's the loyalty? What? Because just like LeBron, what? Because I'm on this team. I'm making my name is ringing bells. I'm making all this money for you, even though I ain't bringing you no championships. You really don't care about that. So, it's just like with a job. If you see that you're gonna be stagnant, what's the next thing to do? And this, basketball is these dudes' job. This is what they do. So I wouldn't encourage anybody, if you on the team and you good enough, and your squad and them, they don't want to bring nobody new over to help you to try to win, leave. Because that team ain't worried about winning. They only worrying about filling up their pockets. You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact.
Like,
That's a fact, bro.
don't think that makes you a man because you went to one team and you've been there your whole career and you was never able to win a championship. Like,
Hey, yo, do you
that don't make you
understand?
no
Like,
man. That ain't no loyalty. That's
do
being a
you
fool.
do you understand? Do you understand? Like, I don't know if people understand how the free agency thing came in a term. They basically, so I can't remember the name of the player, but he fought that in court and basically paralleled it to them being slaves to a white man. And this is how the free agency shit started. He deemed people after they was able to go wherever the fuck they want to because he like, Yo, it's like a slave thing. We own you. We draft. You got to do what we say when we say how you basically. You feel me? Like, and that shit went to court, nigga. Free agency period came through the courts of the United States. That's nothing the NBA did, Joe. And if niggas,
Because another thing with these basketball players was a lot of their agents was stealing their money and all of this other type of stuff, man. Like it was a whole bunch of fuckery going on back in the day when it came to the league, and it go back to LeBron again. LeBron said this shit ain't about to go on. Y'all heard what that white man said some years back. Won't no man ever run my league again. Y'all know what type of talk that is. You know
right,
what I'm saying? If you black and you heard that, you know what type of talk that is. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
yo, now your favorite player, he, like I said, he control his own destiny.
God,
He getting big
Mm-hmm.
checks. Now, the only bad
Mm-hmm.
thing about LeBron changing the game with this is that you got a lot of trash ass rappers. I mean, not rappers, but trash ass NBA players getting big checks that don't deserve. You know what
Hey,
I'm saying? That's the
hey,
only
yo,
flip side
hey,
of that.
hey, you know what? I look at it like this though. As much money as them motherfuckers make off of them NBA players, fuck that. Get yours in blood. Make them, make them overpay you because if they had a chance to underpay you, they damn sure would. You get what I'm saying?
I
But
agree. I
all
agree.
that money, I ain't got no listen, Murphy. I ain't got no sympathy for them owners. Them owners are billionaires, bro. They billionaires. Like I don't have no sympathy. And then you know why I really don't have no
20
sympathy for
minutes.
them,
20 minutes.
right?
I
The
told you it's
family.
52 after, man. It's 30.
Listen,
It's 30 now. 20 minutes, like I just said. You don't got to count that 20 minutes. 20 minutes the
it's
bus come out.
it's funny, right? Because you see, even though LA franchise is worth the most, the family is only worth as much as the franchise. You feel me? So they look at the Lakers as crabs. Like they only worth like $6 billion. The Bus family. When you got motherfuckers like Steve Ballmer who worth like 100 and something billion, you feel me? All these motherfuckers who really got this money, and look how the Lakers treat their players. Yo, we don't even got as much money as them niggas, but we show love, my nigga. Go ahead, blow your Achilles out. We ain't gonna do nothing but give you an extra 2 year 50 million. That's all we gonna do. You feel me? Like LeBron, you brought us a championship. You don't even worry about it. We about to give you a full max extension. Here go 2 more years. We take care of ours. You feel me? It's not too many franchises out there like that. And that's what the player circuit let it be known.
Hey, go. What happened? Hey, who gonna hop on here and talk about this bitch ass nigga James Harden talking about the Nets is the best team and can't nobody beat them and all this shit? Go, Mike.